to show 30% equity or any equity. They have to show basically a rental agreement, a security deposit from that renter that it is a valid
So
contract.
you don't need rental history?
Nope.
And now, but you're only going to take 75% of it,
correct.
though, right?
So for $1,000 in rent, I'm using $750 a month to help them actually qualify on their next payment, because what it's doing is basically offsetting the mortgage payment that they have now.
And that's big.
It is. That's huge.
Because usually before you would need rental history of at least a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you didn't have 30% equity, you could not use that program.
That is correct.
On top of that too, they've reduced the reserve requirements. Before they would require 6 months of reserves, right? Meaning if 6 months of payments basically for the house that you're renting out, they wanted 6 months.
Right.
Now I think it's two.
So rental agreement, security deposit,
couple months of reserves, you're good to go.
Good.
Good to go.
Question: house is worth 150, but I owe 160.
Good to go.
Still
done.
Pow!
Deal.
Love
Two more guidelines before we cut to a break that are worth noting.
Those are exciting, by the way.
If condos, you know how difficult those can be, Aaron. If it's your primary residence or second home, we can actually get away with a limited condo cert. It's for non-warrantable condos. Before it needed 20% down to purchase one of those condos. Now you can do 90% LTV, so 10% down. Big deal.
Providing there's no litigation.
That's about it. That litigation would be the only deal.
Which that's an 80% of the.
And then
condo.
Freddie Mac made a big change. They will only finance up to four financed properties. So if a guy had 4 financed properties already under the books, he could not buy a second home or an investment property.
Could get financing for it.
Right, financing. Now you can have up to 6, and you only need a 620 credit score and 85% LTV. So some good changes on the right side for Fannie and Freddie. However, when we get back from the break, I'm going to talk about what HUD's doing with FHA come September. Wait for it, 14th. Huge changes. I mean, it's a stack of changes, 3 inches thick.
And breaking
and
news.
all of them suck. And all of them are going to make FHA more and more difficult. So we'll talk about that when we get back from the break. But we want to hear from you guys. Guys, let's get some calls going because I'm bored myself talking about this stuff. 733-KXNT. 733-5968. Come on, $50 to Outback and Starbucks. Bring it. Or 577-2600. If you want to reach us in the office, we'll be back after this.
If you need to sell your house,
talk to Aaron Taylor.
The most experience around.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
You want to sell it fast and get the most cash. Talk to Aaron Taylor,
the real estate guy.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
It takes a whole lot more than a fancy yard sign. If you want to sell your house, call the real estate guy. Talk to Aaron Taylor.
310-MOVE.
Get into your new home faster with the help of Linear Title Las Vegas. Linear's innovative technology and superior customer service add value to every purchase, short sale, and REO transaction. From clearing title to coordinating closings, they streamline the closing process with their industry-leading cost savings, accuracy, and turnaround times. Learn more about how they can help you quickly get into your new home. Call them at 702-459-1057 to speak to one of their friendly associates, or visit their website at lineartitle.com. Linear Title and Closing, helping you make the right move since 2005.
Arr! We be under attack. Man the long nine. Arr! Prepare to be boarded. Flagships. What? No, not by the enemy flagship. By garbage. The beautiful ocean be full of it these days. Many of folk don't know that when they throw their trash on the ground, it eventually makes its way into the ocean. So lend us a hand by always recycling and disposing of your trash properly. And learn more what you can do to keep the ocean healthy at keepoceansclean.org. Brought to you by the Keep Oceans Clean Alliance and the Ad Council.
Hey, Las Vegas, Jonathan Scott inviting you to tune in to Vegas Nonstop, Saturdays 5 p.m. and win show tickets, hear great restaurant deals and comedy. Vegas Nonstop, Saturdays 5 p.m. on KXNT 100.5 FM and 840 AM. Eat well and party hard.
If it's news, we're talking about it. This is News Radio 100.5 KXNT. You're listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
Dustin.
We're back, baby.
All right, welcome back to Real Estate Live here on News Radio 100.5 KXNT. Sorry, Mark.
Malfunctions, damn it.
There. I'm your host today, Dustin Hart with Nova Home Loans, your go-to mortgage professional here in Las Vegas, live in the studio with my co-host, the real estate guy, Aaron, I like to call him AT, Aaron Taylor. If you listen to any radio station,
The real estate guy.
you've heard him. The jingle. We don't have the jingle. There's a fly in my microphone and a hair. That's disgusting.
Who was here before us? Who was sitting in here?
It's quite a stuff. My microphone kind of stinks too, Dennis.
Really?
That's Dennis Schultz, the voice of reason from Nova Home Loans.
Hey.
So, all right, guys. 733 KXNT. 733-5968. Help us out, guys. We need your help. Any questions, calls, comments, concerns? What that fly is still? It's trying to.
I'm glad it's on
you
your
see that
side
thing?
because it was bothering me. I shoot it over.
Hey,
to
we
your
were in
chair.
a heated conversation at the break,
We
right?
were?
We were. I
Mhm.
thought it was pretty.
What were
about
we talking
we were
about?
talking about
I
the
forgot.
changes. That
Oh,
206,
206 to
20
2106.
2106. Dude, that's huge.
Huge. No,
Once
it
you
is.
really understand how that's going to affect
Well,
school teachers
people don't
and-
understand how many deals, and real estate agents don't get it either, that affected. I mean, I'd say 40% of W-2 employees had some type of unreimbursed employee expenses. Some of them very small, some of them ridiculously large.
So
But some of
basically,
them enough to where, you know what? Let's say it was 12 grand, which we see that all the time.
$1,000 a month. reduction.
$1,000 a month we just reduced from their income.
So if I was a W-2 employee and I was listening to us, like everybody does every Saturday from 11 to 2,
It's time to start racking up.
I would say, wow, I'm going to write off
Of course.
40% of my
Yeah.
income, and it won't affect me when I go
Yes.
buy a house.
Yes.
Yes,
ahead
we're
now.
giving you the
I'm
green
doing
light
it.
to go out there.
You got a
and,
mushroom stamp now.
I am
to do
doing
that.
it because D told me to. That's why.
Just
Can you do that
like,
again?
No.
Look at the camera when you do that next time.
So yeah, so again, so Fannie and Freddie loosening up. So there's going to be some big changes in FHA guidelines in mid-September. So one would lead to believe that they'd be loosening up too. However, not the case. In fact, they're really, really tightening up. And some of the changes, Aaron, what we'd made back in Fannie and Freddie, we're going to lose in FHA deals now. The big one, we can just get right to the point. The biggest change FHA is making. What are you guys doing sniffing over there?
I don't know what this is. He handed it to me. I have no idea what Big Poppy's giving me here.
Is student
Get out of there.
loans, right, Dennis? Right now, if your payments are deferred for at least a year, we don't have to count that debt against you. Now it does not matter. They could be deferred for 15 years. We're counting a payment against you.
Oh, great.
And if there's no payment, we're counting 2% of the balance. Well, I see $40,000 student loans all the time. Do the math on that. 2%. That's like $25,000 payment, right? I'm just kidding.
Well,
That's
that
like
offsets my
$800.
2106.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
That
so
just pissed me
what-
off.
what-
So
what
if you
mortgage
thought you
gods
could get
give us,
away
they
with-
take us away.
I'm a school teacher. I write off $10,000 in pencils. Oh, now I get to count it to my income. But that $80,000 of student loans that I have puts me right out of the ballpark.
Yeah, they just really tighten up on
I don't
everything.
know.
Even things
I
like
don't get it.
gifts. Lots of FHA borrowers get gifts from family members. Well, right now, that family member that is gifting that money, we don't need their bank statements. They can just wire the money to title. Now we need that. Now that's a phone call
That's
to
another
dad going, "Hey, dude, I need your bank."
process.
And then they got to source some deposits. And if they see a
Right.
big deposit in there before the gift, they're going to question that. So that's a pain in the ass. Then they've tightened up on. I can say that.
Okay.
They can tighten up on charge off. So if you've got a credit card you didn't pay on back in the 2009 when no one were paying on credit cards, well, they just charged it off. Well, FHA now has. Right now, there are no detailed guidance on charge-offs, which means if it says charge-off on a credit report, you're good to go, my friends.
right.
Not so much anymore. Now you
What?
have to explain what it is. They have to document it and do a bunch of crap. And so that's going to be a deal killer.
That's
not
not a letter
good.
writer.
There-
Yep.
that's not
The
good.
retirement accounts, they're tightening them on those. Frequent job changes, very easy to get done now. Now it's within, you can only do 3 job changes within 12 months.
So it almost
List goes
seems like
on and
they,
on. I mean, there's
like they're
I mean, I could go.
they're
I
trying
could
to
do 3-hour
slow
show.
down. They're trying to slow down. It seems like the volume of FHA loans.
It seems to be. Yeah, I mean, they are definitely not making it easier on FHA.
Do all
buyers.
these rules apply
So-
to the what's the program called when the state helps with the down payment?
Absolutely. If
It
it's an
still applies to
FHA
the
loan,
FHA.
yeah. It's so
What's
guys.
that program again?
The home is possible.
There you go.
Nevada
Home is
bond.
possible.
So anybody out there in radio land, I'm lead to believe there's. I was listening to the radio station the other day, Mark, and it was all static. Just so you know.
Yeah. After
Maybe
the
that's
big
is that
rainstorm.
what's happening again
Yeah.
right now?
No,
Are we
it's
all
not-
static?
No, we're fine today.
We're good. The
That was
flux
the-
capacitor is
That
working.
was the weather that we had. I
Yeah,
think.
the weather on Thursday knocked us off.
Did what?
The weather that we had
Just
on
kidding.
Thursday
Knocked us off.
knocked
The
us
weather
off.
I thought you
outside
said
is
something else. I'm
frightful.
sorry.
No, I'm
Keep it
pretty
clean,
sure.
dude.
No, I'll replay it. But
All right.
How many
Carry
sound
on.
Okay
bites back
now.
there?
So, guys, if you're listening right now and you're thinking about buying a home and you're probably thinking, oh, I'm probably an FHA borrower, don't have a big down payment, need down payment assistance, maybe have a lower credit score, 3 years out of foreclosure or short sale, whatever it is, and you've got a lot of student loan debt or you've got some charge-offs or frequent job changes or whatever, I would suggest that you call us today. Because if we pull a case number,
Yes.
if Aaron finds you a house before September 15th, you're good to go.
September 14th.
September 14th. I would have screwed that up. I would have got sued because somebody would have got a
On
contract on
or
the
after?
15th.
Can you sing that?
Kind of like
Next time you
Rainbow
call me
versus
AA Ron.
Flamingo.
Sing it.
Aaron.
There you go.
Winning.
I love that. What was that? Do that again.
Winning.
That kind of freaks me out. So,
That was a good one.
bottom line, guys, is some changes are happening in mortgage financing. Some for the better, some for the worse. Just depends on your situation. But at the end of the day, is this going to have a huge effect on the real estate market, on mortgages, on the economy? Absolutely not. It's just going to make it more difficult for some and easier for others. So, bottom line is, guys, if you do need to find out what your options are, need to get pre-approved for a purchase or thinking about refinancing, we want you to call us today. Interest rates are still very low. Had another good week this week. Not as good as I thought it was going to be, but a lot of volatility right now with interest rates. They're looking to break out one way or the other. We could really see them go down or really start to see them go up again for the foreseeable future. So we want you to call us today. And if you're thinking about jumping in the real estate market, we've got the number one guy in the real estate community, Aaron Taylor, now on the show with us. Couldn't be more happy. Him
Where's
and
my
his team.
jingle?
There it is. Yeah. 733 KXNT. That's how you reach us in the studio. 733-5968. Guys, we have not given away one gift card yet. Let's get some calls going in the next hour. Or 577-2600, 577-2600. That's how you reach us in the office. We'll be back after this, guys. You're listening to Real Estate Live here on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
Get into your new home faster with the help of Linear Title Las Vegas. Linear's innovative technology and superior customer service add value to every purchase, short sale, and REO transaction. From clearing title to coordinating closings, they streamline the closing process with their industry-leading cost savings, accuracy, and turnaround times. Learn more about how they can help you quickly get into your new home. Call them at 702-459-1057 to speak to one of their friendly associates, or visit their website at lineartitle.com. Linear Title and Closing, helping you make the right move since 2005.
Hey, honey, take your blood pressure medication.
Thanks, dear.
Daddy, are you going to the hospital again?
No, son. Bad medication from a dishonest website got me sick. Now we only use sites approved by NABP or that end in .pharmacy, so we know they're safe.
Learn more about the new .pharmacy domain and ordering medications safely online at safe.pharmacy. A public service from the National Association of Boards of Pharmacy.
Broadcasting live from the Dollar Loan Center Auto Title Loan Studio. News Radio 100.5. KXNT AM and HD. North Las Vegas. KXNT FM and HD1. Henderson. A CBS radio station.
CBS News, I'm Jim Taylor. Air traffic control issues in Washington bringing air travel to a grinding halt in a lot of places.
Typically, these things are resolved fairly quickly. However, if it lingers, expect to see substantial delays and cancellations throughout the day, not just in the Mid-Atlantic, but across the country. It's impacting New York City. It's impacting Florida. It will impact flights coming from the West Coast. And, it will be a disrupting force today.
CBS's Chris Van Cleve. This is CBS aviation safety consultant Mark Rosenkirk.
There will be a domino effect. There's no doubt about it. Those aircraft that were leaving the Baltimore, D.C. area will impact the system along the line.
Oh, yeah. There are reports of flight delays in airports across the country right now. Deadly chemicals at the heart of that explosion that killed at least 104 in the Chinese port city of Tianjin. CBS's Shannon Van Sant.
Earlier today, Chinese authorities and Chinese police confirmed that sodium cyanide was being stored at that site, and that's a very harmful chemical. It could pose a big danger to people if they inhale or ingest that chemical, and so that's a really big risk. And authorities have said over the last couple of days that they're urging the firefighters and rescue workers on the scene to be very careful, to be very slow in the way that they work, because they don't know what other chemicals may be on site.
Those emails from Hillary Clinton's time as Secretary of State.
We'll see how this all plays out, but it's not anything that people talk to me about as I travel around the country. It is never raised in my town halls. It is never raised in my other meetings with people.
Clinton campaigning in Iowa, also at the state fair there, fellow presidential candidate Donald Trump.
Nobody has more experience dealing with politicians than I've been dealing with them all my life, whether it's big New York City zoning deals, which, by the way, are probably tougher than most of the things I'll be dealing with foreign countries. I mean, I built a city on the west side of Manhattan.
In Chattanooga, remembering the one-man terror wave there 1 month ago, 5 members of the military killed in an assault on a recruitment center. Among those attending today, Vice President Joe Biden. You know how it's hot in Southern California?
People began arriving before sunrise, knowing the beaches would be packed. This woman had a 40-minute drive without traffic to get to the beach and escape the heat at her home.
I have done this before. Get up early, take a little nap, and once the sun gets out there, go out and sunbathe, get in the water a little, as long as there's no stingrays out there.
And she doesn't have to pay for the AC. While this man who lives at the beach says he and his 2 kids will do some double dipping.
Inflatable pool and lay out in the front yard in the water and then come back down to the beach.
Ed Mertz, CBS News, Venice Beach, California.
90s at the beaches there, a record 117 at Palm Springs. It's shaping up to be a weekend with attitude.
You're listening to Compton's very own Ice Cube, Eazy-E, and Dr. Dre. I gotta tell you, you are witnessing history.
Straight Outta Compton on track to pull $57 million in its weekend box office debut. This is CBS News.
Today, more than ever, Americans need a means to protect their life savings. Birch Gold Group offers peace of mind for your nest egg through a rollover to an IRA backed by physical gold. Take advantage of the long-term stability that gold provides by investing in a gold IRA from Birch Gold Group, the precious metal IRA specialists. Call Birch Gold Group today at 888-999-5191 and receive their free information kit on gold. Call 888-999-5191. That's 888-999-5191.
Have you heard? Proactive Plus is faster and better than ever. Stay tuned for a $1 million bottle giveaway, and you'll also receive free shipping. With Proactive Plus, your acne can heal, and you can help prevent new breakouts. Don't miss this limited time offer. We're going to let 1 million people try Proactive Plus risk-free and get 2 free gifts, and also receive free shipping when you call right now. Call 800-393-6272. That's 800-393-6272.
What's new, Pussycat?
After 4 years as senior coach on the UK edition of The Voice, the BBC has unceremoniously dropped 75-year-old Tom Jones. The veteran says he was only given a day's notice and is shocked. Taking his place as mentor of amateur singers, 80s star Boy George, a move criticized by viewers who are sorry to see Jones go, but say Boy George is no role model. He has a U.S. cocaine arrest and spent 15 months in a British jail, convicted of beating a male escort with a metal chain. Larry Miller, CBS News, London.
Some residents of Madison, Wisconsin, spending last night elsewhere. A water pipe breaking, creating a sinkhole, swallowed 3 vehicles at the apartment complex, and 2 buildings have no electricity or water. They remain out of their sunken apartments, residents do. I'm Jim Taylor, CBS News.
This is your news and talk station, built for you one brick at a time. This is News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
Proceeding is a paid program. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the show's participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of KXNT or CBS Radio.
I'm just. Once you light that vaporizer. Hang on, let me vape real quick. I'm gonna vape. This is the first time I'm vaping on the air. Hang on. That just happened, Jason. Can you believe that? What the?
This is Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans. You can ask Dustin and his guests any real estate question. Call 733-KXNT. That's 733-5968. Real Estate Live is brought to you by Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy, Linear Title and Closing, and Nova Home Loans. Now, Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
All right, welcome back. Real Estate Live here on News Radio 100.5 KXNT. Dustin DeHart here with Nova Home Loans, live in the studio with two good friends of mine. First up, Dennis Schultz, also from Nova Home Loans.
Yeah.
There it is. And, of course, our co-host, Aaron Taylor, Aaron, the real estate guy. What's happening?
What's
up? Looking like Barney with that big-ass purple shirt you got on. Looking good today, bro.
Thank you.
You guys want to reach us in the studio.
You didn't get the memo.
You guys, no more vaporizing.
Donald Trump just said that Hillary Clinton has a big problem.
She does.
Just saw that.
733-KXNT, 733-5968. Got a couple callers we're going to get to right now. If you do want to reach us in the studio, that's the number. And you get a chance to win $50 Starbucks from Aaron Taylor, and $50 to Outback Steakhouse from Nova Home Loans. Hey, now. Or you can reach us in the office today, guys. You want to get down to business. You need to go see the real estate guy for any of your real estate needs, or Nova Home Loans for any of your mortgage needs. Call up and set an appointment right now, 577-2600, 577-2600. Leslie, thank you for holding. Welcome to Real Estate Live. How are you?
Good, thank you.
What's happening? What's on your mind?
Hi, Leslie.
Hi. The question I have is, you had mentioned in the last segment, for those trying to acquire loans, some of it's going to work in their favor and some of it. Could you encapsulate for me again both sides of that equation?
Well, I see the notes, which makes more sense. So you're saying FHA, the good and the bad. So the bottom line is you're going to use an FHA loan if you have to, more or less. It's if it makes the most sense to go, more than often, as Dennis said, it makes more sense to go conventional if you can. Right. However, there's certain times where, depending on down payment and credit score, even if you qualify FHA or conventional, FHA might be the route to go. But FHA charges an upfront mortgage insurance. They charge a heftier monthly mortgage insurance depending on credit score. And this is the big kicker, Emma. Or Leslie, excuse me, the FHA mortgage insurance, if you put less than 10% down, it's never going to go away. It's always going to be there, and that's kind of sucks. But the point that people need to realize is no one goes from year 1 to year 30 in a loan. I mean, y'all think you're going to. None of you do. You're out of the loan by 7 years. That's the norm, 80-90% of you. So maybe the 10% that do, you refinance into a conventional loan. But the bottom line, Leslie, is we have to sit down with you, see what your financial options are, your specific situation, and we'll present options to you. FHA might make the most sense for you, or conventional. Are you thinking about buying?
Possibly. What was the part about the student loans?
Student loans will now be counted against your ratios, your debt to income ratio, whether or not they're deferred or not, coming up in the middle of September. So so right now the guideline is if you can show they're deferred from 12 months from the closing date, we don't have to count that payment against you, which quite frankly saves a lot of deals that have student loans. So this is going to be a deal killer for a lot of people.
I see. So there's the negative piece. What was the upside piece? And this is all
for FHA. There really
2106.
Yeah, for FHA, Leslie, there was really no upside. To basically, good things that are going to happen to the guy. They're all stricter policies. For Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, which are considered conventional loans. Those are the ones that kind of lightened up. So they were easier on employee expenses that weren't reimbursed. They were easy on loan to value with non-awardable condos. They were easier on renting out a property that you own now, your primary, and using that rental income, even if you don't have a lot of equity. So they loosened up where FHA is tightening up. So that's kind of weird.
So that 2106 is only for conventional.
That's
loans.
correct, not FHA.
Got it.
That's
Now
correct.
I understand.
Yeah,
So conventional, I wasn't clear. Conventional Fannie and Freddie loans have lightened up their guidelines, where FHA is getting much, much, much stricter come middle of September. Okay.
Much what?
Much more stricter. They're getting tighter on their guidelines.
And then what about a history of foreclosure? Is that still?
That's
stuck
all
in a
stays
7
the same. Yeah, 7 years for conventional, 3 years for FHA.
Okay. All right. Thank you,
Leslie.
very
Hey,
much.
great call. I want you to keep. We're going to give away Starbucks $50 in about 20 minutes.
I think she's
quite frankly
number one
you're,
so
you're,
far.
you're in
Love
the
that
lead.
call.
Okay. And if you do think about pre-approving for a home loan, you need the best realtor in town. Give us a call at 577-2600, Leslie. Okay.
I appreciate that.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much. Appreciate
Leslie.
the call. Have a great day. Let's get Anthony on the phone. Thanks for holding, brother. What's happening? Welcome to Real Estate Live.
Radio.
Anthony. All right, Anthony, we're gonna let you go. All right. You gotta be
What
ready.
happened? He had his radio on.
I think he was going to the bathroom.
He was taking a
He was
siesta
taking a go to the
in the
bathroom.
Labaño.
Anthony, if you're listening, you got to call back. You got to be ready, man. We're
Real Estate Live.
Little
No
Poppy,
joke.
we don't got time to mess around, brother. We are ready to go. You got to be ready to go too. You know what
Fired
I'm talking
up.
about? We're fired up. Are you? Are we still on YouTube? How many viewers we got? Two
viewers.
Holy mackerel, that's huge.
We're on
Well,
fire.
that's 50% more than we had like 2 minutes ago. So we're definitely increasing our viewership there.
Winning.
So you got to talk at a mic. We can't. That's getting feedback.
Big
Anyways,
Poppy. No, he doesn't.
Little Poppy. God
Little
bless. I
Poppy.
love you, Little Poppy. Aaron, let's talk about what's happening in the office with you this week. Now
We
can hear
had
the
a great
phone
month
ringing.
last month. Did I tell you about that month we had?
No, talk about it, bro.
We listed 31 houses.
That's a lot.
Which was great. 11 equities and 20 short sales. That's not my whole office. We probably did 50, 60, but we had a very, very good month. And man, our traditional sales, when we list them, our marketing program is second to none. I mean, we are really doing a killer job out there. We're thinking about changing our commissions.
You know what? It's that 8% listing strategy you have.
I'm thinking we're going to go 8%.
with the 1%.
Yeah, we're going to go 8%. So people go, what do you do with that 8%? I mean, why not? I'll never have any competition. An agent will never come up against me. What are they going to do? I'll list your house for 9? Well, then go ahead.
You want to go?
I'm thinking
Is
I'm
that
gonna
your
go
new?
8%.
Is that your new strategy?
8% listings. Let me show you
Are you
how.
guys hearing this? This is breaking news. Can we get the breaking news?
I think it's the way to. It's going forward.
I
But
hear
I'll tell you what. With our TV show that we have, we put the houses on our virtual tours, our internet exposure, our Google Analytics, our radio show that we advertise the house on. I mean, we do the job. We get the exposure out there. Am I not on?
No, you are.
All right.
I'm talking to Mark.
We do what nobody else does out there to list somebody's house and more. And it's not 8%, by the way. Thinking about it, but it's not.
It's like,
but it definitely ain't 1. Let me tell you. What can you
Why
even
don't
do
you
with
go-
1? What can you do with 1?
I told you just do it for free. Like you can undercut the 1%. Just do it for free.
I mean, what can you possibly get for 1?
You're not.
the
you're not
pictures.
Gonna, yeah, I don't know. Let's take a call. I don't know who this is. Welcome to Real Estate Live.
Anthony, sorry.
Anthony, what's happening?
Anthony's back.
Yeah, how are you?
Oh, I'm all right, man. What's happening?
Not much. I just called to see.
Keeping it real.
Yeah, trying to.
I know.
Hey,
kind of hard nowadays, but it's not.
It's an Italian New Yorker right there.
Yes, he is. Anthony, forget about it. All right, take it easy.
Forget it. Hey, what about a rent-to-own option?
What about it? What do you mean?
How do you go about getting one of those?
Well, we used to have a sponsor called Miley Stone. Pretty good program. They no longer do normal lease to owns anymore. I'm not a big fan of it, Aaron.
No, me either.
You usually get bit in the you know what.
Usually get locked into the price higher than market value.
Yeah, they're never in
You're
your
paying
favor.
higher
Put
rent.
it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy that's going to give you the rent to own, he's salivating at the mouth when he gets you to sign up because he at the end of the lease to own terms, you know, he could have a windfall if Anthony, doesn't come
Well,
through
how
or
does
whatever.
that work? Is it like a 30-year mortgage? Or-
Well, it's all the terms that the owner of the property wants to give you. And typical terms would be if rental market is $1,200, he may charge you $1,500. If the market value for the house is $150, he may charge you $160. He's going to want a large downstroke, so maybe 20% down. And if you don't perform after 12 or 24 months, then he'll keep your money.
Goes bye-bye.
It goes bye-bye. And
what happens, Anthony, if the house isn't worth what it is, he doesn't care. They're just really not set up for you.
There's no positives
It's
for
not
you
a
at all.
safe bet.
I mean, out of the 100 that
Rent till
actually
you can
go
buy.
through, maybe one's successful.
Yeah, you're basically renting and giving the seller a bunch of cash.
Right.
Yeah, my problem is I'm on a fixed income. Like I'm disabled. So it's
That's
kinda hard.
okay.
Well, let's see what we can do for him.
What does that have to do with anything? That's perfect. That's income. That's all we need.
Yeah,
What's your monthly amount? Your gross?
A little over 1,000.
Okay. I mean, you're not going to buy anything big, but
No, I know that.
do you have any other debt?
No.
Okay.
No debt yet.
You got a spouse or a girlfriend with some income?
No, it's just myself.
We can find them one.
Anthony, we'll help you. I mean,
We're gonna help you.
It's gonna be something small, under 100,000. But if your
That's
credit
fine.
score is
I mean,
decent,
I'm renting right now, and it's
How much you paying for rent?
$650.
Okay.
He sounds like a guy that would like Sue from last week.
Yeah, from Pahrump.
From Pahrump.
Are you
Sue
doing
from
a
Pahrump.
match?
I'm trying.
Over the hump and Pahrump, huh?
Hey, see, a bada bing, bada boom.
Bada boom.
All right, Anthony, give us a call, young man. 577-2600, 577-2600 in the office. We'll set up to meet with you next week, see if we can help you out, my friend. All right, let's cut to a break. When we get back, $50 to Starbucks.
I like
you see how
Anthony. Anthony's
rhymed
got to
there?
be in the running right there.
To the best caller, still giving it away. I see some people calling. Could be you. 733-5968, 733-KXNT, or in the office, like Anthony, 577-2600. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Real Estate Live.
Join us every Saturday evening at 6 p.m. for the New Money Sports and Entertainment Show with Kathy Cash. Hear from top athletes, singers, and more live from the sports and entertainment capital of the world. That's the New Money Sports and Entertainment Show, Saturdays at 6 p.m. here on CBS Radio 100.5 KXNT.
If you need to sell your house, talk to Aaron Taylor. The most experience around. Talk to Aaron Taylor. You want to sell it fast and get the most cash. Talk to Aaron Taylor. The real estate guy. Talk to Aaron Taylor. Call 310-MOVE. Talk to Aaron Taylor. Call 310-MOVE. It takes a whole lot more than a fancy yard sign. If you want to sell your house, call the real estate guy. Talk to Aaron Taylor. 310-MOVE.
If you're like millions of other Americans, you're wondering if now is the time to purchase a home or refinance the one you already own. You would love to take advantage of the low interest rates, but you know it's important to make a responsible decision, and that's where I can help. Hi, I'm Dustin DeHart with Nova Home Loans and host of Real Estate Live here on KXNT. I have the expertise and all the available loan programs to help you make the right decision. Take advantage of a free mortgage tune-up today if you're thinking about refinancing. Get into that 15-year loan, get rid of that mortgage insurance, or use some of your new equity to pay off debt that you're struggling with before interest rates go up for good. Even if you have less than perfect credit, my free credit services team at Nova Home Loans will assist you on getting your score up where it needs to be and possibly get you into a home today with no down payment. Make sure to tune in to Real Estate Live here on 100.5 KXNT every Saturday from 11 to 2 to keep up to date on everything you need to know about the Las Vegas real estate market. And call me today at 577-2600. That's 577-2600, or go to homeloansforvegas.com.
There are a ton of social networking websites, but one stands apart for a very special reason. This one saves lives. It's MatchingDonors.com. MatchingDonors.com links organ donors with people in need of kidney and other transplants. In the U.S., 19 people die each day waiting for an organ transplant, most of them for kidneys. If you've ever considered becoming a living organ donor, or if you're someone in need of an organ transplant, visit MatchingDonors.com, home of the greatest gift of all, the gift of life, MatchingDonors.com.
You want a piece of me?
You want a piece of me?
You want a piece of me?
They're not movie tough guys, just ordinary people doing something extraordinary. They're all signed up on matchingdonors.com, willing to donate their kidney to anyone who needs it. In the U.S., 19 people die each day waiting for an organ transplant, most of them for kidneys. Matchingdonors.com improves those odds by finding living altruistic donors for patients desperately needing transplants. Go to matchingdonors.com and meet some extraordinary people. That's matchingdonors.com.
Carlos and Dana, weekday mornings at 6 on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
Outback Pizza. Outback Pizza.
You're listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
All right, welcome back to Real Estate Live. Yeah. Outback Pizza. Outback Pizza. Outback Pizza.
I love that little intro.
Is that what's this band, Mark?
Jack Black.
Jack Black.
AC/DC?
No.
UFO.
Head East.
Head East. Is that really the band?
No, never been.
Dude, what's going on with my phone?
Never been any reason.
Head East.
No, that's what it says. Unless that's what direction I'm supposed to go.
Quite a stunt you pulled there, Mark. All right, welcome back to Real Estate Live here on News Radio 100.5 KXNT, the only real estate show on the country playing Head East, dude.
Yeah.
733 KXNT 733-5968 is how you reach us in the studio. Live in the studio with none other than the voice of reason and AA Ron, my boys.
Yeah.
The real estate
We're here,
guy.
baby. And don't forget, go to realestatelive.vegas to see
Vegas.
your beautiful faces on YouTube. realestatelive.vegas.
Hey now.
To see everybody in Big Poppy.
We need to really get our viewers going. We have 2 right now, so we want to get up to
wait.
we want to get up to 3.
We went up to 6.
Show us
6 viewers.
Holy crap. We're on fire, Big Poppy, Little Poppy, whatever your name is. Little Big Poppy.
Let's say something. Yeah, talk in the
There you go.
microphone,
Yeah,
Poppy.
there it is.
Talk,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
on.
It's close.
Yes.
Say something.
Say
Something.
Hi. Say hi, radio.
Hey, radio, it's Bill Poppy.
Not Bill Poppy.
Okay, let's take a
I said
call.
Lil.
Dan,
Bill Poppy.
Dan, what's happening? Welcome to Real Estate Live.
What's
How
up,
are you?
Dan?
Oh, hey, how you guys doing?
Oh,
here's the
we're
question.
Another day in paradise.
Now, I have a friend. If they need to list a house and sell it, but they also
8%,
need-
bro. We're getting that's our big special today.
Yeah, well, I'll pay you none. I don't care.
There you go.
Winning works.
The thing is, they need to rent a house to live in once they move out. But which one are you going to do first? Go looking for a
The
house. and then
chicken
you're
or
gonna
the
say, "Oh,
egg. Dan, you know
I
what?
need
I'm
to."
glad you called, dude. So what you're saying is they want to sell their house, but they want to go buy another one, and they don't want to go move beforehand. We do that with hands tied behind our back,
I think
blindfolded.
I think what
Oh,
he's
maybe
saying
I'm
is they want to sell the house
and then go buy
and
another
then
one.
they want to go rent. Is that what they
Oh.
want to do?
Right, until they can find something that they want to buy.
Right. So this is my
Why
suggestion.
don't they want to buy before they sell?
Why don't
That doesn't
they
make
do it
any
at the
sense.
same
They need
time?
the down payment. They may need
Well, I
the,
know, but you can do a contingent. You can make an offer, Dan, contingent on another house, purchasing a house contingent on the one they are selling. I mean, we do that all day long.
I know, but they're not ready to just jump into another house. They've got.
How about we do this? How about we sell that sucker and we let them stay in it, and the guy that buys it will let them lease it back from him.
that's
how you
the
like
ticket
that, Dan?
Right there. That's
Well,
what we should.
that's an idea, but you're
Dan,
talking
every
about-
idea I'm throwing at you, you're just shooting them down like
No,
whack-a-mole.
yeah, but if somebody from back east says, "I don't want to live in the snow anymore. I want to come out to sunny Vegas and have some fun," they're not going to lease it back. They want to get out of the snow.
Well, it's possible.
I'm throwing back an idea
Oh,
that's being shot down.
So their house is back east, basically, not in Vegas, correct?
No. Somebody from back east might want to buy the house,
Okay.
Dan,
and they want to come out here.
let me
They
tell
don't
you.
want to. They don't want to send 8 feet or 8% snow. You know what I'm saying?
8% snow is terrible.
Dan, this is Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy. This is right up my alley right here. Dustin, I got
All
this,
right,
baby.
all
Let
right,
me
I'm gonna step back. Cut my mic off, Mark.
So Dan, let me tell you. So Dan, here's what you do. You have him call the studio at 577-2600.
That's not the studio.
That's
the
the studio.
office.
That's the office.
Thought
577
you cut my mic off.
2600.
I thought you said you got this.
And we're gonna meet with her.
He did for like 30 seconds.
I was I thought I had it. And we're going to go over values with her. We're going to get her house listed. We're going to get it sold. And we're going to try to have her stay in the property so she doesn't have to double move. And as we're listing and selling her house, we're going to get her pre-qualified with Dustin and Dennis at Nova Home Loans. And we're going to make it as smooth as possible for her because that's what we do. We're going to take good care of her.
Yeah, Dan, this sounds like an easy deal, to be quite frank. I mean, is it a perfect situation? No, but there's definitely ways to figure this out, make it very easy on your friend, you know, and where she doesn't have to pack up and move to another place if she doesn't want to. I mean,
let me throw in the little wrench.
Yep.
The wrench
little
thrown
wrench.
into the cogwheel is that once the house is sold, they have to split. She has to split with her sister.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
that means there's half the money's gone, and she's only got half of it.
All right, well, so here you go. Dan.
Perfect.
So if you truly want to
Again,
sell the
doesn't sound like
property
an issue.
and you want to go rent temporarily, you sell the property. When you go out shopping for rentals, they're only going to hold the rental for a week or two for you anyway. So once you sell the property and the buyer is going to close within 30 days, that's more than enough time to secure a rental. And then once we put her in the rental temporarily, we can, get her pre-qualified and get her a new house, but plenty of time. So have her call us in the studio or we'll give you a call.
And Dan, here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you
not the studio,
a
the
special offer. Instead of 8%, we're going to charge 9%. Okay.
And we're going to give you 3 back for your trouble. So you're taking care. You're running the show for her.
Yeah, but I'm taking money from the dog's mouth, okay? Those dogs, they eat a lot. They eat 6 or 7 bags of food a month.
Yeah, they do.
7 bags.
Yeah, I know. I hear you. Dan,
you guys probably have little chihuahuas. She has big Great Danes.
Ooh, big babies.
Big poops.
Big boys. Like big puppies.
Easier to pick up.
All right, Dan, we got to cut to a break.
Hey, Dan,
577-2600. 577-2600. I don't even, what just happened?
Are we going
there?
to a break already?
Huh?
We're not going to a break
in
already.
minute. Listen,
I'm having
you see
too
up
much
there?
fun.
We got 3 minutes, but we got to give away Starbucks.
I know who the winner is.
You do?
Well, let's talk
Who
about
do you
it first.
think?
Well,
let's talk amongst ourselves.
Okay, I really
we'll
like,
enter it up a little
we need
bit.
to consult
figure
with
out
the
who's
council.
gonna-
I like the guy from New York. That's the guy
Anthony?
I like.
Anthony?
I like Anthony, but I want him to call again and really give me that New York accent, bada bing, bada boom. And
Forget about it.
yeah, but that's
Who
who
did
I
I
like. Who did you
I
like?
liked some lady. What was her name? What's she
Leslie.
called? Leslie. What's she called?
FHA, good, bad, or
that was a
good call too.
I kind of like that call.
Well,
But
let's
it's your
talk
call.
about it a little bit, and when we
All
get
right,
back, we'll
We're
decide.
going to announce the winner after the break.
After the break, you think? When we do a break.
Do we have time for
We just did a drum roll for nothing there.
Oh, let's
Yeah.
do the drum roll and let
Leslie,
the voice of
Leslie,
reason.
Leslie. Oh, well, you know what?
Voice of reason.
You call it.
You
bro.
call it.
All right.
Leslie.
Boom!
Bada
The
bing,
winner.
Leslie. Woo!
$50 to Starbucks.
That's a lot.
$50.
Lipton coffee.
That'll keep you going for a good week.
A lot of coffee.
Leslie, hopefully you're still listening. We do have your phone number, so we'll reach out to you, but you can call us in the office right now to solidify your gift from Aaron Taylor, AA Ron, the real estate guy. Going to jump over to his office next week, but call us right now, 577-2600, 577-2600.
Congratulations.
And guys, guess what? We're still giving away one more gift certificate, $50 to Outback. That's even better.
Big news coming up
I don't really like Starbucks.
after this break.
No, you don't like Starbucks?
I'm not really.
I think it's kind of
It's
trendy.
all right.
It's my Uncle Schultz. So
What's he talking about? What does that
Starbucks.
Wait, what? Is it really?
yeah.
mean? Your uncle
Howard
owns
Schultz?
Starbucks?
Yeah.
He's from Seattle.
733-KXNT 733-5968 is how you reach us in the studio. We'd love to hear from you guys. You make the show. Give us a call right now. And when we get back, we're going to discuss some big news on solar panels.
Got the
Dennis
lowdown.
did a little research on that. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Real Estate Live.
Get into your new home faster with the help of Linear Title Las Vegas. Linear's innovative technology and superior customer service add value to every purchase, short sale, and REO transaction. From clearing title to coordinating closings, they streamline the closing process with their industry-leading cost savings, accuracy, and turnaround times. Learn more about how they can help you quickly get into your new home. Call them at 702-459-1057 to speak to one of their friendly associates, or visit their website at lineartitle.com. Linear Title and Closing, helping you make the right move since 2005.
If you need to sell your house,
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
you want to sell it fast and get the most cash, talk to Aaron Taylor.
The real estate guy.
The time to do a short sale is now. Aaron Taylor here, the real estate guy. Here are a few urgent reasons why you should short sell your home today. This may be the last year the banks are releasing you of the deficiency balance. Banks are getting tighter and tighter, starting to require sellers to contribute money. Also, it could be the last year to receive relocation money, up to $10,000. This may be the last year we guarantee cash back. And lastly, we provide the best attorneys in the state of Nevada, all at no cost to you. We have completed thousands of short sales with over 21 years of experience. Go to AaronTaylorTheRealEstateGuy.com and check out our reviews. Call today, 702-310-6683. That's 702-310-MOVE, 702-310-6683. 048 Realty. Call for details.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
The real estate guy.
Today in school, I learned a lot. In chemistry, I learned that no one likes me. In English, I learned that I'm disgusting. And in physics, I learned that I'm a loser.
Today in school, I learned that I'm ugly and useless. And in gym, I learned that I'm pathetic and a joke. In history, I learned that I'm trash.
Today in school, I learned that I have no friends. In English, I learned that I make people sick. And at lunch, I learned that I sit on my own because I smell. In chemistry, I learned that no one likes me.
In biology, I learned that I'm fat and stupid. And in math, I learned that I'm trash. The only thing I didn't learn in school today?
The only thing I didn't learn today.
The only thing I didn't learn
is why no one ever helps.
Kids witness bullying every day. They want to help, but they don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov. A message from the Ad Council.
This is News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
Are you yelling again?
You're listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
How you doing? This is Elvis Presley. No, it's not Elvis Presley.
Bring us in, buddy.
Thank you very much. Hello, we're back.
Hello there.
Live. Real Estate Live, KXNT 100.5. Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy here, your co-host for this fabulous radio program that we have on today, Saturday. Sitting across from me is Big Dustin DeHart with Nova Home Loans and the voice of reason, Dennis Schultz. Giving you those mortgage,
those hallmark moments.
Wow. And Big Poppy to my left. Anyways, call us at the studio, 733-5968. That's 733-KXNT. Give us some questions about your mortgages, mortgage tune-ups, want to sell or buy a home, want to do a short sale, give us a buzz. We're here for you. We are the experts on the radio.
There you go. We are live in the studio, guys. What are we giving away? $50 to Outback now, guys. Best call. Had some good calls last hour and a half. You know, normally we get our best calls hour number 3, which would be 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. So looking forward to that. Anyways, give us a call in the studio, 733-KXNT, 733-5968, or in the office. You can get a hold of any of us, 577-2600. It's been a long show already, huh? D Nice.
How many viewers?
Yo, we did a little bit of show prep this morning, and you were talking about some changes happening in solar panels, right? Which is kind of a big topic right now for people. It's kind of the hot thing. Everybody wants solar panels, but not that easy to get them.
A lot of controversy.
What's
lot of
changed?
controversy
There
involved
is?
in that industry right now.
Yeah.
Well, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac came out with some clarity. Basically, they clarified the debt to income calculation for people who have solar panels. That are
Okay, so
leased.
right now, most people, Ron, Little
I'm
Poppy,
listening.
they don't just go write a $40,000 check for their solar panels, right, Dennis?
Correct.
They get them leased, and that's a payment that right now we have to count against their ratios. So if they're refinancing, or they, or if somebody takes over that lease on a purchase, those have to go into the debt to income ratio factors, right?
They did. Before.
They did. That's what,
so. There's some clarifying language now.
Clarify it.
Clarify
like
it.
butter.
What I did.
Let me hear
was
it,
I
baby.
reached out to one
Fanny?
of the basically someone from Solar City, can't say who, an anonymous source. And he gave me a bunch of material regarding the lease structure. So there's two verbiages, there's two settings, I guess you want to call them, for not calculating that lease payment against your debt to income ratio. And this actually is a good thing. This actually builds value for the new prospective home buyer if they wish to purchase this property. So number one, the monthly lease payment must be included in the debt to income ratio unless the lease is structured to provide delivery of a specific amount of energy at a fixed payment during a given period. So what does that mean? What does that mean? And that's kind of why I reached out to one of the people at Solar City, because I wanted to understand that. They have several different leasing products, and in their lease agreement, they actually provide a contract that gives a specific amount of energy at a fixed payment during a given period of time. So basically, a lot of people were confused as to, how does this lease affect it? And it almost seems like Fannie Mae looked at Solar City's lease agreement and put the approval stamp on it. Okay. So the second provision, and if anybody could understand that, you have to have some type of production guarantee that compensates the owner of the panels on a prorated basis in the event the solar panels fail to meet the energy output. So meaning if the solar panels don't produce enough energy, is it going to cost the lease owner more money?
So I mean, you're paying for a lease, they're not producing enough energy, and you're also paying higher on your power bill.
Correct.
So it's actually costing you money to have solar panels.
So there is a provision in their lease that will compensate the borrower. So that's good. That's clarity.
So if they're not working good enough, you're going to get some money back from Solar City or what have you, right?
In more or less
whoever
terms.
the leasee is. Right.
So there's a lease based on production. There's also a purchase, and there's different programs. The problem is that Nevada Power, NV Energy, is basically cutting the throat of the solar industry here in Nevada.
Well, you got to believe that was going to happen. Right?
I mean, I've got 3 articles on my desk right here. One's KNPR's. They did a little article August.
WKRP, is that what you said?
Cincinnati. Carrie Kaufman wrote an article about the public utilities. In any event, they're trying to limit the amount of solar panels being put up. So what's that mean? What does that mean? That means less jobs, right? You have Solar City coming out here. You have independent solar companies like the ones Aaron Taylor has interviewed for his home system. And basically, it's not going to be economical for people to put them on their houses.
I'm trying to go off the grid.
Well, how does NV Energy cut the throats of solar companies? Explain, because I don't really understand.
They have a capped amount of solar panels that can be installed that will
But they'll buy energy back.
Yeah, they'll buy energy back,
and they'll lower the rate.
Right. So they say, well, we're mandated to have 10,000, let's say, for an example.
Venus flytrap.
It is a little
bunch of
flies in here.
Oops.
So the good news is the main question was, will these solar panels add value to my property even though it's a lease? I'm going to say yes. The reason why, number one, it's not going to affect your debt to income ratio if it's a proper lease structure, which can be reviewed. So that means the potential home buyer is going to look at a house with solar panels look at it a positive nature, because that lease can transfer over to the new home buyers. And so that's actually the good news on the loan front. But the bad news is Nevada Energy is kind of
but you got to be very careful when you buy these houses with solar panels. I would imagine.
Why is that?
If they're not done correctly, so many panels per kilowatts that are used.
Is it gigawatts or kilowatts?
I think it's
That's
triwatts.
my stupid.
I think it's
capacitor
twatts.
drive. All right.
But you have to be careful, because if it's not done correctly, then they're still paying Nevada Power maybe too much money, and then they're still paying on the lease.
Well, that's the point. Yeah,
You got to make sure it's done
It might
correct.
end up costing you money to keep solar
Right.
panels, right?
Yeah,
So-
then no one wants to buy the house because they're like, "What do I want to buy this house for?" With a better off taking
Right,
them
you
off
have to
and
have
just
the
selling them.
right lease
get a swamp
structure in
cooler.
place.
Right?
Get it
EVAP
the
system.
wait, I wrote it down.
EVAP.
EVAP.
Evaporation.
Love
So
that call.
so basically, he's saying that there's companies exiting Nevada,
Just sit here and try to make each other laugh for 3 hours,
which is kind of silly.
I think give some
That's basically
information.
the point of the show.
It is.
Because if,
Sorry, Dennis.
if Nevada Power is
The
losing,
voice of reasons
if
trying to
Nevada-
get through here. Go ahead.
if
Go
Nevada
ahead,
Power is losing businesses operating Nevada, they're kind of lowering their power. It just doesn't make sense. They don't want any innovation. And you know what the thing is?
Well, last time I checked, who owns Nevada Power?
Warren Buffett.
That's right. So a pretty smart business
And
guy. You'd
but
say,
Dennis, and we're not saying don't do it, and we're not
Right.
saying do it. We're
Right.
just saying
be careful.
be
Read the-
careful,
read-
get the
read the
information,
terms, right?
cross your T's, dot your I's, and
Here's the trend coming up though with this new battery system that Tesla is designing.
that I like.
The off-grid
I like that.
off-grid trends that's going to be a thing that we're going to see in our age here. People are going to have the solar panel units on the roofs, and then the battery system new technology that's coming out
8
will
batteries in the
basically
garage.
eliminate
and a
NV
panel.
Energy completely. So
Yep.
NV Energy is probably shaking their boots
You
right now.
store your own energy. You use it when you want to,
Sure.
and
So
off the grid.
so that's
Can't
something
find you.
he was touting the future technology. So
In
Good
California,
stuff.
they have that going on right now in a few rural areas.
What about windmills?
Can we have our
number one?
How about you see how big those windmills are? Have you ever seen one? You can have your house inside the windmill.
What's
Yeah,
Fanny,
oh, yeah.
What's Fanny say about windmills, Dennis?
Interesting that you mentioned that.
Okay, so I got the facts right here. So it's called SB 374, and it's basically the cap right now is at 3%, and we're trying to lift it to 10%. And every
Are you
point
talking
that-
about listings?
No. This is
Oh.
for the solar bill that they're running in Senate.
Aaron was doing 10% listings now.
Who is this guy?
I have no idea.
Oh, this is Lil Poppy.
Oh, hey, what's
Oh,
up, little
he's-
Poppy?
Okay.
How did you get in here?
What? I don't know.
What
I
are
don't
you
know.
saying, bud?
Okay,
Sorry.
no. So this is for the solar bill. So it's SB 374, and right now it sits at 3% cap.
It's what?
3%.
Senate bill
SB 374.
374. Okay. good.
Yes.
Copy that. 10-4. Roger, go on.
Got it.
All
Okay,
right.
so 3% cap is where we're at right now. That's where Warren Buffett and NV Energy
What does that
have it.
mean, 3% cap?
So that means every percent that it goes over, that's participants.
Mhm.
That means every percent it goes over, it's going to charge them $8 million to the participants. So that's why it's going to be on that debt ratio thing. So
Did you guys understand
I
that?
didn't get it.
All right.
NV Energy's argument
Very
is
smart.
if everyone uses solar, we're not going to make enough money. So we have
Essentially.
to stop people from becoming
I have a
self-sufficient.
few friends that work there in high-ranking positions, and the last 12 months, their bonuses have increased. I hear through the grapevine, they're like 50%
NV Energy.
increase their bonuses.
NV Energy.
Yes.
Why is that?
I don't know. Maybe because we're paying more money.
Because they did a whack-a-mole on Switch Communications that was trying to.
Oh,
get on.
that's
Warren
right.
Buffett's no idiot.
He's
Yeah.
not, and nor or anybody on this panel until we're talking about Senate Bill 374, because I have no
Yeah.
idea what little Poppy was talking about there. Anyways, all right, we did lose a caller. Let's cut to a break. Get some more calls going in the studio, right, little Poppy?
More callers, yes.
733
Chuck calls back.
KXNT 733-5968. How do you reach us on YouTube there? Aaron?
RealEstateLive.Vegas. Watch us on YouTube.
RealEstateLive.Vegas if you want to see a live stream of the show. Giving away $50 to Outback Steakhouse, not pizza, for the best caller in the second half of the show. Or if you just want to reach us in the office today, get down to business, set up appointments for any of us. 577-2600, 577-2600. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Real Estate Live here on News Radio 100.5 KXNT. Outback Pizza.
If you need to sell your house,
talk to Aaron Taylor.
The most experience around.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
You want to sell it fast and get the most cash. Talk to Aaron Taylor.
The real estate guy.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
It takes a whole lot more than a fancy yard sign. If you want to sell your house, call the real estate guy. Talk to Aaron Taylor.
310-MOVE.
Want a reliable PC that's ready for whatever your business throws at it? Dell's PCs and 2-in-1s are built for what happens. Like the Dell Latitude 2-in-1 with an Intel Core M processor. The world's most secure 2-in-1 combines the performance of a laptop and a 13-inch tablet into one powerful device. So you can research and analyze data in laptop mode and present to clients in tablet mode. Join the millions of small businesses that trust Dell and Intel as their technology partners. Hire Dell today. Visit Dell.com/radio.
Do you want to learn how to mask your identity to browse inappropriate websites and stream media while at the office?
Well, we can't help you with that. But among the many IT problems we solve, Barracuda's web security solutions keep online activity clean and ensure internet bandwidth performance. Reclaim your network, like 150,000 other businesses already have. To learn more about preventing web-based threats, visit barracuda.com/web.
Today in school, I learned a lot. In chemistry, I learned that no one likes me. In English, I learned that I'm disgusting. And in physics, I learned that I'm a loser.
Today in school, I learned that I'm ugly and useless. And in gym, I learned that I'm pathetic and a joke. In history, I learned that I'm trash.
Today in school, I learned that I have no friends. In English, I learned that I make people sick. And at lunch, I learned that I sit on my own because I smell. In chemistry, I learned that no one likes me.
In biology, I learned that I'm fat and stupid. And in math, I learned that I'm trash.
The only thing I didn't learn in school today?
The only thing I didn't learn today.
The only thing I didn't learn
is why no one ever helps.
Kids witness bullying every day. They want to help, but they don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov. A message from the Ad Council.
Hey, Las Vegas, Jonathan Scott inviting you to tune in to Vegas Nonstop, Saturdays 5 p.m. and win show tickets, hear great restaurant deals and comedy. Vegas Nonstop, Saturdays 5 p.m. on KXNT 100.5 FM and 840 AM. Eat well and party hard.
Interact with us now at KXNT on Twitter or like us on Facebook. You'll be glad you did. This is News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
I'm trying to go off the grid.
You're listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
All right, welcome back to Real Estate Live.
Welcome
back.
back.
We got 4 people on hold. Let's just get right to the calls here. Let's get up my man Richard Emanuel from Simply Vegas having a huge, and I'm talking huge open house.
Richard,
Beautiful
what's
home.
up? Hey guys, how you doing today?
We're doing good, brother. How are you? Is Ben there? Is he controlling himself?
Ben is rocking it. He's signing 3 ladies in right now as we speak to enter the house. By the way, you guys, this is the most amazing house I've ever had the opportunity to sell.
Yeah.
It's 3,800 square feet, single story, maids, butler's quarters, aka / caregiver's quarters, 2 master bedrooms, sits on just under a 13,000 square foot lot with amazing mountain strip views across the golf course all the way to Sunrise Mountain. I mean, this house is really amazing.
You did.
Where's it at? What part of town?
Well, Sun City Del Webb community up in Summerlin.
Oh, okay.
It's the largest home up there. It's a former Del Webb model. The owners, when they purchased it, they bought the model and then put another additional $400,000 in upgrades into it, blowing out the walls, putting in sunrooms, and it's got double sub-zero Thermador appliances. I mean, it's got all the bells and whistles, guys.
Yeah, you're talking
it's a sick
several
house.
100,000.
No,
right?
this isn't just a house to buy. This is a lifestyle house, right, Rich?
Oh, for sure. And I'll tell you what, I appreciate the being your listeners and allowing me on the radio station.
Yeah, anytime.
Here's what we're going to do for Team Emmanuel to your listeners. If somebody that's your listener wants to buy a Del Webb Summerlin Sun City community home, we'll go ahead. We'll buy them a 1-year golf package with 6 months worth of pro golf lessons.
I like it.
And they can get on 3 different greens. It's not a Starbucks card, but we'll do what we can.
Dude, was that a shot in the arm?
Oh my God.
Was that? Is there a disconnect button? Can you just is there a button we can shut them off?
That was awesome.
No, I like it. Bring it on, baby. Bring it. Hey, did you tell your client I'd list this house for 8%?
My client did list the house for 8%.
Yeah, you
There you go. That's what I'm talking
Isn't that
about.
funny?
Forget those 1%
That's not even a joke
jokers.
either. That's funny.
What's the address?
It's a 4% co-op. Just to let you guys know. And the membership, you guys, by the way, would include the Highland Falls golf course, the Palm Valley golf course, and the Eagle Crest golf course.
That's huge, dude.
What's the street address?
It's 3120 Highland Falls Ave, Las Vegas. The zip is 89134. And you could get to the Del Webb community easier if you cut across Lake Mead and Anastasia. And just follow the Team Emmanuel signs, guys.
And the asking price.
1.143.
Sounds like a steal.
0.888, guys.
Yeah.
We got to have those lucky 8s in there.
Rich, how do they get a hold of you, man? Blast out your phone number, please.
Sure. 702-570-0073.
702-570-0073.
Correct.
All right, brother. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for calling in. Guys, listen, that's a big, that's
so
no
much.
Starbucks card. That's a big
that's a
big gift, man.
That's a big
That's
nut.
huge. It's making us look like crap. Rich. Appreciate it. Later, brother. Call back in next hour, okay? We'll get some people down there. All right, man. God bless. All right, let's get some more calls going. Emma, what's happening? Welcome to Real Estate Live.
Oh, hi. Who is this one?
This is Dustin, the host of Real Estate Live. How are you?
And Aaron Taylor.
Aaron,
You guys are awesome.
Little Poppy's in the house, the voice
Little
of
Poppy's in
reason.
the house.
D-Money.
Mark Bonilla, the engineer. What's up? What's going on?
Hey, now. You guys just make me laugh all day. I'm here in this parking garage at the Clark County. I'm a security.
Okay.
I came a long way from a cocktail waitress to security. How about that?
Wow, good for you.
Anyway,
Atta girl.
I
Kinda-
mean,
what-
you know,
what
I
are you-
like watching
Emma,
the
what are you
cars coming
packing?
in and out. Huh?
What are you packing, Emma?
Packing?
Yeah, packing. What you packing? You got
Are you packing a gun, a
Uzi?
stinger,
You got a
some pepper spray? What you got?
You got
I have
a chihuahua
everything.
in your pocket?
What you call every woman.
Okay.
Love that.
Anyway, anyway,
Dennis?
Aaron Taylor. Is he related to Nick Taylor that was from Muhammad, Illinois?
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm related to all the Taylors.
Is he really? It was 20 years ago when I left there. He was like 9 years old. I don't know if that's the same guy. Anyway, my
No,
ex
it
used
is.
to work for
Tall, dark, and good looking. That's
Yeah,
me.
that's him.
Moondoggy.
Oh,
Puerto
anyway,
Rican.
You guys really bring laughs to my heart because
Or something.
I actually retired as a cocktail waitress.
Mhm.
And I used to have a condominium and I filed bankruptcy because I lost my job.
Right.
And when I lost my job, my 401k got fucked up. Sorry about my language.
Oh, take
And
it
also-
easy, Emma.
Oh, easy.
Got mad.
Wait,
We're
wait.
gonna have to arrest you.
We got to erase and go backwards.
All right.
All right, keep it up.
All this heat is just getting to me. I'm in a parking garage for working for 6 months.
She's in
now,
a
right
what?
now.
Parking garage.
I
We
thought
thought you
she-
said something else.
Clark County, the first street in Casino Center.
All right.
All
What's
I
your
watch
question,
is
Emma?
Homeless people,
All right, so-
homeless people and hungry people.
She's
from
keeping it
Korea.
real.
Listen, Emma, I got to break. I got to cut in for a second. We got to get to the point.
I know.
So you
I know.
get into bankruptcy, and I don't blame you. You should have done that.
Everybody
you lost
did.
your job.
No, that was in 2007. I filed bankruptcy.
2007. Perfect. We're way out from that. When did the home foreclose?
Yeah,
the condo.
so,
What year was that?
You know, I have a good job. Like I said, I was a waitress and I was
Emma,
making
you
like
sound like you'll be fine. We need to talk to. We'll get you in the house ASAP. Okay.
Okay, where do I go? Which house?
577-2600. We need to get you in my office next week.
577.
We've got your number too. We're gonna reach out to you. Emma.
2600.
Yeah, we're gonna get you a house. Don't worry about it.
Anyway, you guys make my day listening to you.
Oh,
in the
thank you,
garage.
Emma.
That's
You make
all I
our
wanted
day.
to
You're
know.
why we do the show. We appreciate it.
Thanks,
we're gonna,
Emma.
We're going to reach out to you and get you a home, okay?
Thank you.
Bye,
Keep up
Emma.
the good work. All
I
right.
loved Emma. Emma,
I thought she was parking garage. I thought she was saying something else garage.
Get it, dude.
All right, real quick,
Gotta
we got to
clean
get
up.
John. John, thanks for being patient. What's happening? Welcome to Real Estate Live.
Hi, my wife and I just have a quick question. We've been going back and forth on selling our place that we own. We bought in 2009 when we first got married, lived in it for 3 years, then we upgraded.
We've been renting that place out. Now we're coming up on that 5-year rule, so we don't have to pay taxes. What do you recommend? It's a townhome. We bought it for $80,000. We could sell it. Well, the market's like $140,000, $145,000, and we have a renter in there right now.
Do you need the money?
Was let me ask you a question.
We don't need the money. I just wondering if we should sell it or just continue renting it.
If you got a good renter in there, keep it.
Yeah, but was that house?
Aaron will list it for 12%, John, if you want to sell it.
No, John, seriously, got a question. Was that house a primary residence on your last tax return?
Not on my lap, but it was.
I don't know about the 5 years. You're going to pay capital gains either way if it was a rental property. As far as I know, I'm not a tax professional, but that's something you need to talk to your tax guy about.
Yeah,
it's not his primary residence, but that's a good question. I don't know. I mean, John, if you've got a good renter in there and they're helping you pay down the mortgage,
what's your rate?
What's
your interest rate?
It was like 4.6%.
That's great for a rental property.
You probably you owe $80,000.
Dude, either way you go, it's not a bad decision. I mean, what are you gonna do with the money?
I don't know. I mean, we pay off loans, pay off car loans. I mean, nothing.
Well, that's always smart to do.
That's a Dave
Get rid of
Ramsey
the
move.
debt.
I mean, yeah, if you got a bunch of debt, you can get debt free.
The key is to get rid of the debt and don't get it back.
John, here's what we got to do. I want Aaron to do a CMA on the property, really figure out what that sucker's worth.
Figure out.
And we'll do a net sheet so we can really figure out what you're going to get back as far as proceeds from that. And you're going to need to talk to a tax professional too to see what kind of taxes that you might have to pay as well. So, and then see if it makes sense. If you can pay off a bunch of debt and be debt free and have one mortgage for your primary, I can't really fault his reasoning there. Can you, Aaron?
No, I mean, I don't like having debt. Car payments, credit card payments.
Talking to Dennis about that today.
Don't want it.
Nor do I.
No
debt
debt.
sucks.
Debt.
Yeah.
It does.
I'm
Can you
very
say suck on the radio?
Very eloquent, John. So here's what I want you to do, brother. 577-2600. Give us a call right now. We'll set you up to see Aaron and his team next week. And I want you to continue listening next hour because right now you're winning that $50 to Outback Steakhouse. So we want to keep on listening. So
Thanks,
unless
John.
somebody
Appreciate
comes
your
back
call,
with a
buddy.
stronger call, you, my friend, are going to have dinner on us.
So good debt, bad debt, right?
Yep.
Here's one thing that I hear from
The voice of reason.
some
Here we go.
skeptical people
Right
about.
on cue.
Wait,
getting
listen to
in-
what he says.
Just hear me out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go on.
I don't want to get into the market because the market's overheating. And I tell them, listen, if you're paying $1,000 for rent right now, and you buy a house with $1,000 mortgage payment, you can't go wrong. You're going to have to pay rent somewhere. Don't be afraid. Get into the buyer's market, become a homeowner, because 10, 15 years down the road, you're going to have that thing almost paid off. Don't wait. That was my point. People
Well,
are
think about
afraid.
John probably bought that rental.
People are afraid.
That townhome as a rental, as
No,
a primary
owner-occupied.
residence.
Yeah, primary
Now he's got a
residence.
good renter in there. He's got 80, 60 grand or whatever it is worth
Bam.
of equity.
He's got options.
He wouldn't have done that if he was a renter.
Right.
John's.
That's a classic
He's gonna sell
example
that
right
sucker,
there.
pay off all his debt. If he was still renting, that's not going to happen.
So,
Right, Dennis?
So no, I had a guy. I had a gentleman
Yeah,
come
I'm a
in
little,
last week.
Get fired up.
Dennis, I'm a little irritated.
You
about.
are.
Yeah, let's hear this.
Emmanuel's bringing golf packages, and Aaron's bringing $50 gift certificates to Starbucks.
We need to give away like a 1-year scholarship to UNLV to be able to compete with that, right?
That is ridiculous.
I'll give some UNLV tickets. I think we should do that. UNLV tickets.
Scholarships? You start giving away scholarships?
We're going to start giving away cruises for two. The Mexican Riviera.
Dennis shaking his head.
Point is,
Go
don't
ahead.
be scared. Dip your foot in the water. Give us a call. We'll show you how to buy a home. I mean, the time is now. So.
Hey, everybody, go to YouTube,
Yeah,
realestatelive.vegas, and watch us on YouTube. If you're out there in your house listening to us right now, if you're driving, don't do it.
Just call us.
Don't watch and drive. Just call us on your.
We'll be back after this.
Yep.
Get into your new home faster with the help of Linear Title Las Vegas. Linear's innovative technology and superior customer service add value to every purchase, short sale, and REO transaction. From clearing title to coordinating closings, they streamline the closing process with their industry-leading cost savings, accuracy, and turnaround times. Learn more about how they can help you quickly get into your new home. Call them at 702-459-1057 to speak to one of their friendly associates, or visit their website at lineartitle.com. Linear Title and Closing, helping you make the right move since 2005.
Hey, honey, take your blood pressure medication.
Thanks, dear.
Daddy, are you going to the hospital again?
No, son. Bad medication from a dishonest website got me sick. Now we only use sites approved by NABP or that end in .pharmacy, so we know they're safe.
Learn more about the new .pharmacy domain and ordering medications safely online at safe.pharmacy. A public service from the National Association of Boards of Pharmacy.
Broadcasting live from the Dollar Loan Center Auto Title Loan Studio. News Radio 100.5. KXNT AM and HD. North Las Vegas. KXNT FM and HD1. Henderson. A CBS radio station.
CBS News. I'm Jim Taylor. Planes are grounded, flights are canceled due to problems at the Washington Air Traffic Control Center. CBS's Chris Van Cleve reporting.
Planes that are already in the air in that airspace are being allowed to land. Arrivals are coming in at a trickle, is how one airport official described it. So for the most part, what they've done is hold the flights on the ground that need to go through this airspace because there's really no one to play traffic cop right now. And it's very crowded airspace. So the safer thing to do is just hold the flights for the time being until either there's a workaround in place or the system comes back online.
Domino effect across the country. Flight delays of more than 2 hours for many. If you're a candidate for political office, does that make you a politician?
I've been dealing with politicians all my life. They're fine. They're wonderful. They're all talk. They're no action. They're selling this country down the tubes, and they're easy to deal with.
Republican poll leader Donald Trump campaigning at the Iowa State Fair, as is Democratic leader Hillary Clinton, downplaying questions about emails as Secretary of State.
I think what people are interested in is, who's going to get the economy moving to create more good-paying jobs, who's going to get the cost of college down and refinance people's student debt, who's going to open up the workforce to women, to people with disabilities.
The NSA got a lot of help from AT&T. Spying on American internet traffic. New York Times citing newly disclosed documents from the National Security Agency provided by fugitive former NSA contractor Edward Snowden. 3 days after deadly explosion and fire. A survivor rescued from the rubble in the Chinese port city of Tianjin. More explosions and fire today in the warehouse that held stockpiles of deadly chemicals. At least 104 people killed. Many remain missing. In the wake of deadly violence at a Chattanooga military recruitment center 1 month ago.
Recruits are still lining up to volunteer. In some cases, more than they were before. In fact, one future sailor named Alexis enlisted just last week. She'd been talking to recruiters in Chattanooga before the shooting, but this senseless violence only made her want to serve her country more.
Secretary of Defense Ash Carter attending a memorial for the 4 Marines and a sailor killed there last month. VJ Day, 70 years ago, observed today in London.
VJ Day events began with a remembrance service in the church. The Queen, the Prime Minister, war vets, POWs who were tortured by the Japanese Army, and relatives of the dead. 71,000 British and Commonwealth soldiers were killed. A third were slave labor POWs. They built the bridge on the River Kwai.
We will keep vigil with our men who died.
There were parades led by military bagpipers. Some aged veterans walked, though many were pushed in wheelchairs. All wore their medals. Larry Miller, CBS News, London.
This is CBS News.
Mom, I can't do my math homework. I just don't get it. I'm no good at math. I hate math.
I've always considered myself a good mother, but when it came to my son Billy's math, I was at a loss. It wasn't that he didn't try, but he kept falling further behind and losing confidence. Then a friend told me about Math Made Easy DVDs. You can order any subject from arithmetic to fractions, percents, algebra, even calculus. Concepts are simplified in an entertaining way, so students enjoy learning at their own pace in the convenience of home. It's as easy as watching TV. Best of all, it's affordable for everyone. Listen, end the frustration. Call Math Made Easy. Call now for a 30-day risk-free trial. 866-598-MATH. Most students forget at least 50% of the year's schoolwork over the summer. And with Math Made Easy, your child will be prepared to excel in math this coming fall. Call now 866-598-6284 or visit us at mathmadeeasy.com.
50 years ago today, there had never been a concert attended by as many people. Happened at Shea Stadium in New York.
TV host Ed Sullivan introduced the Fab Four.
Honored by their country, decorated by their queen, and loved here in America, here are the Beatles.
More than 55,000 fans packed the stadium, many of them screaming, crying, and fainting.
No, I don't like any group better than the Beatles.
John Lennon later recalled the show as a career highlight. He said, at Shea Stadium, I saw the top of the mountain. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News, New York.
4 women at a private West Virginia university say their former assistant basketball coach secretly photographed them nude. The lawsuits state they found a camera last year after one of the women was forwarded a nude photograph of herself. I'm Jim Taylor, CBS News.
North Korea tried to hack us, so we took down their entire internet. This is the most powerful news in Las Vegas. We are News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
The proceeding is a paid program. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the show's participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of KXNT or CBS Radio.
Today's episode of Real Estate Live is brought to you by an open pack of Twizzlers, a whole bunch of caffeine, and listeners like you.
Turn it on and rip the knob off. This is Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans. You can ask Dustin and his guests any real estate question. Call 733-KXNT. That's 733-5968. Real Estate Live is brought to you by Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy, Linear Title and Closing, and Nova Home Loans. Now, Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
All right, welcome back to Real Estate Live here on News Radio 100.5 KXNT. Dustin DeHart here with Nova Home Loans, your go-to mortgage professional here in Las Vegas. Live in the studio with my man Dennis Schultz, also from Nova Home Loans. Dennis, hey now.
Hey, Vegas.
And of course, the man, the one and only, the real estate guy, Aaron, Aaron Taylor, AT, whatever you want to call him.
The real estate guy.
The real estate guy. And Little Poppy. Little Poppy's in the house today with us.
Howdy.
There he is. Howdy. 733. Mark, thanks for the great intro. Good stuff. Good to have you back, dude. Always entertaining. See what Mark comes up with. 7-3. Twizzlers is a staple of Real Estate Live.
The one thing I wanted was the Deuce, but someone deleted it.
Oh, they call me Deuce thing. All right. 733 KXNT. 733-5968. $50 Outback Steakhouse up for grabs, guys. Best caller. You guys make the show. We love your calls, right, Aaron?
Love the last call.
Yeah, me too.
Love the last 2 calls. Emma, you listening to us in the garage out there?
The parking
garage.
I thought she was not saying parking. I thought she was saying another I.
Now, was she a cocktail waitress in the parking garage, or is she security now?
She's security now.
Okay, so cocktail waitress, security, parking garage.
Guys, if you do want to reach us in the office, we do have people standing by right now that would love to hear from you. They can actually answer your calls, questions, comments, concerns. If you don't want to reach us on the radio, I get it. If you're upside down in your property, want to do a short sale with the best real estate short sale combo attorney, real estate experts in town, Aaron Taylor and his free attorney representation. And he's guaranteeing you, what is it now? You're giving $500,000 relocation money?
Yes.
He's guaranteeing $500,000 in relocation. I'm just kidding. He's not doing that.
But we are guaranteeing cash back.
And he's, you know what?
Absolutely.
He'd love to give you a CMA today, a free comparative market analysis. A lot of people calling in, wondering what their home's worth, thinking about selling, not sure. Well, better figure out what the home's worth. And guess what, Dennis? We need that when you do a refinance too.
Yes, sir.
So if you want to do that mortgage tune-up, Aaron will CMA you. Then we'll get you over to Nova Home Loans, do a mortgage tune-up. How about that? Or if you're thinking about buying, I spoke in the beginning of the show, the first hour, Fannie Mae's loosening up their guidelines and Freddie Mac. However, FHA is tightening up their guidelines big time come middle of September. So we'll recap on that this hour if you did miss that. Let's Mark, take him off hold, will you, for me? The caller. I think it's Doug. There he is.
That Big Doug? Big Doug, are you there?
Doug, what's happening? You are Aaron's home inspector. He says you're a real small guy, too. Is that true, Doug?
Yeah, I'm about 5'1", 110 pounds.
Big Doug, man. So glad of you to call in, and we're excited about having you on our show next week.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
So you, how long you been a home inspector for, Doug?
We've been doing it since 2001.
2001,
so we got
long time, yeah.
Yeah.
Seen it all, huh? How many meth labs have you seen? When you get a meth lab, what do you have to expect on that? Doug, I'm totally kidding.
Actually, you want to.
What about solar panels, Doug? Do you have to? Can you inspect those?
No, we're not doing solar panels right now. Those are kind of a new thing in the area, and there's no real inspection on those. But I know a lot of people are doing them, and I guess they're working well for a lot of people. But,
cool.
No, we don't do those.
Well, listen. Everybody that buys a home's got to get a home inspection, right, Aaron?
Have to.
Doug's the best in
Just
town.
gotta.
You know, he's been around for 14 plus years. He's seen it all. I know, you only work with the best. So
he did his first inspection with us 15 years ago and does every single one that we handle on the buy side, and couldn't ask for a better inspector.
So good stuff, man. I know you're doing a home inspection right now, so get back to work and we'll see you next week. All right.
All right. Sounds good.
Thanks, Big
Thanks, Doug.
All right.
Bye, Doug.
So we're gonna have Doug on the show next
Saturday.
Next Saturday, the show will have
show.
Doug, the inspector.
Ed Sullivan over there. All right, go ahead.
So basically, guys, next week's gonna be a big show. You're gonna hear the lowdown on home inspections from Doug. What's the name of Doug's company?
Biggs Inspections.
There you go.
The guy is 6'5", like a tree, and just to see him in somebody's attic is worth the $300 inspection. Just to see him crawl.
Go
up
ahead,
there.
Doug. Get up there.
It's like,
bro.
hey, Doug, can you check that duck work one more time? Pow! Yeah,
that's funny.
He's a good dude too, man. He's a good family man.
All right, let's get to our property of the week, dude. You got your
let me get my
all
glasses
handy
on.
address there.
Can
and
we have a drum roll or anything?
Nope, he's answering a phone.
Any intro? Nope.
No, just get to the point.
All right, 9120 Quarry Stone Way, 1,346 square feet, single story in Silverado
So that's
Ranch.
a great first-time home buyer, small family home, or a great rental property, right?
Great rental. Oh, 15 years, what we were talking about, remember last week? 15 years.
So that'd be about a $1,600 payment or $1,300.
$1,300. You can rent it for 13, no problem.
Okay.
$169,000. Short sale, already approved. Give us a call. We can get you in there.
So what does that mean? A short sale already? So it's going through the short sale process.
It was going through the short sale process.
But you've already got the bank to
bank gave
agree.
us a verbal approval
now
already.
you need somebody to actually buy the house.
Right. Well, we did have a buyer.
They fell through. That's
and
what
they
usually
fell through.
happens.
And Friday,
You know why they fell
fell
through?
through?
It's because they didn't have a pre-qual through Nova Home Loans.
That's right.
Well, that wasn't the
They were
reason.
paying cash.
No,
If they would have been with Nova Home Loans, there wouldn't have been no issues. But no, that wasn't the problem. Actually, one of the buyers had a stroke, so we lost it. So
that's a deal killer.
Yeah, it's a great property, and we probably have tons of buyers for it, but we want to put it out there for our radio listeners because it really is a great price. 169, 1,346 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, Silverado Ranch area.
And if you call from the radio, Aaron's going to give you a free home inspection from Big Inspections.
Big Dog,
John,
free home inspection.
He's paying for that, sucker.
Free appraisal.
Free appraisal if you use us for your financing.
What else, Dennis?
Free golf
$50
package
gift
to
certificate.
Scandia.
Big Poppy, what else? Come on. Give us something, baby.
Come on, little Poppy.
Give
Bring
it to us.
Bring it.
All right,
Okay.
for this, your home free
Free
website
buffet.
for your home.
There
Boom.
you go. Boom. All right, let's take a call. You guys are crazy.
Oh, shoot.
I can't believe I gave away a free
What's
Scandia
that?
golf
I don't know.
package.
Golf package.
Gordon, what's happening? Welcome to Real Estate
Big
Live.
Gordon.
Yes, I'd like to know a little bit about appraisals.
All right. Well,
I live in a subdivision that was built in 08. Most of the homes were built in 08 before the crash. And I'd say about 90% of them were resold under short sales
90%. Wow.
Except a few of us that had a good down payment. We're still here.
Bunkered down, huh?
Yeah, and I was just wondering
Good for you.
what the appraisal method is for appraising short sales over ones that.
There is no. They're going to use the best available comps.
sale is a
whether
sale
it's
is
a
a
short
sale.
sale or a foreclosure or an equity listing. They're all going to be in the same vicinity, and people think, oh, it's a foreclosure. It's going to be so much discounted. Not the case, Gordon. So the bottom line is they're going to go out within 1 mile and use the best comps available that have sold within the last 3 to 6 months, whether they're short sale or not.
Gordon, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So it sounds like you're inquiring about this because you probably want to sell. You think your home, or you probably think your home is worth a little more than what's selling in your community right now. Is that accurate?
Kind of.
Yeah. Well, you need to call us here in the.
Gordon, we need to get a free CMA for you.
Yeah,
we
let
need
you
to
know.
show you what. Just because an appraiser will appraise something doesn't mean that Gordon might not get somebody to buy it for a little more, though.
Right. We
Aaron?
get higher price all the time.
That's absolutely the truth.
Yeah, well, what got me, most of the short sales were made years ago.
Yeah, where you live
but
at?
we're not, Gordon. They're not going to use those comps. You have to understand that. Years ago, they're only going to use
6
comps
months.
within the last 6 months.
Where you at, Gordon? What part of town?
North Las Vegas,
And what's your major cross streets or community name?
Cheyenne, and Allen.
Okay, single story.
Townhome.
Oh, townhome.
2 stories.
All right.
How many square feet, Eric? Gordon? Aaron.
There hasn't been too many sold in this area in the last few years.
Oh, that's a good thing that we can we could go outside the community for a higher comp.
There you go.
Gordon,
here's what we got to do, young man. Call us in the office 577-2600. Aaron and his team are going to do a free comparative market analysis for your home. Tell you what it's worth. Tell you what they'll think it's appraised for, and hopefully it works out for you. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for the
Gordon,
call, my
thanks
friend.
for calling.
Good
Speaking
call.
of appraisals, we're going to have an appraiser on the show in 2 weeks, so the 29th.
Dude, we're going back to back.
We
Inspector
got
appraisal.
Inspector.
That's like
Inspector appraisal.
That's like the WWE coming at you, right?
The Hulkster,
right?
Yeah, I'm impressed.
The New World Order.
I'm impressed.
I have no idea.
Hulk's not connected to.
Oh, he's not.
Not anymore.
He said some
Said
bad
some
words.
things that we had to dump earlier.
Stuff
They
you can't say.
blackballed him.
We're like superheroes,
Hulk's
aren't we?
gone.
Are we superheroes?
Super
I mean,
zeros.
the real estate live show.
Super
No, we are.
zeros.
I
You know
think
what?
we're superheroes.
I'll tell you why. We had a caller that called us last Saturday. Great guy, pastry chef. I can't understand a word he says though, but I love him. I love him to death. Yeah,
This
he's
is
a
what he
good
says.
guy.
Ho, ho, ho. He's French, right?
No, I love his French accent.
So what do you
actually.
say, Dennis?
Basically, he had some problems buying a property. He owns a house free and clear. He was trying to upsize, right? He bought this house in 2012. He bought it cash. Before that, he had a short sale in 2010. To make a long story short, the lenders he was involved
Turned
in,
down by a couple few, right?
Yeah, they couldn't figure out how to structure the deal.
So Dennis did what we like to call is the macho combo.
That's right. That's right.
He put him in a macho combo. He's
What'd you do, Dennis?
refinancing his primary.
Tell me, Dennis.
What he's going to call his rental.
Correct.
Wow.
And simultaneously, he's closing on his new primary
So we're-
and using that money from the rental. That's
Exactly.
not his rental right now, but will
But
be
will be.
as his down payment for his new primary.
All right, so we took $80,000 out of his rental, out of his house.
Aaron, you getting any of that? You look really confused.
It's superhero kind of stuff right here. I mean, this is only something
This
that
will blow
we
your
can do.
mind. No, we blew his mind.
Yeah, I mean, he got great rates on both.
Mhm.
I think the non-owner occupied property was like 4.75.
Let's cash out.
Cash out, refi,
good. Yep.
and then he's rolling that money into the purchase. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that we do. So if you
how
have
we do it.
challenges, give us a call for those second opinions. Call us at 577-2600. Let us go over your scenarios. Speaking of which, we had another listener. I went to his establishment. He's a business owner, small business owner here. And he has a place called Rosati's Pizza out in the Northwest. And he's like, Dennis,
Great pizza.
we're doing great business over here, Dennis. You should come check us out. He's a great guy.
Yeah, you're getting him pre-approved. Yeah, he's going to go buy a nice
great,
big house. He's got a thriving
He's
business.
a great guy. So I was like, I'm going to go check his spot. I didn't get a chance to go while he was there, unfortunately. So last night I rolled up 11:30. Place was packed.
11:30. That's
it was packed. It was bumping.
He really has good pizza.
I
I've ate
tossed-
there 100 times.
I
love
drank
his
2
pizza.
scotches and
Really
had
good.
some wings and salad. So we love the listeners that call in.
Yeah,
and,
we'll help you promote your business.
I think he's a New Yorker.
Actually, he's from
Isn't
back
he?
east. He
Yeah, he's a
actually
friend of my
has-
buddy
Which could be
Ed's.
New Yorker.
No, he has
right?
property.
Yeah,
in
last time I
Ohio,
checked,
actually.
it was back east.
Mark, is that back east?
Back east,
But
Go
not New
check-
York.
Will you Google that for
I-
us? See
yeah,
if New York's back east.
I'll work on that.
All right, thanks. Let's cut to a break, guys. 577-2600 to reach us in the office today. Talk to Big D Nice. Get you pre-approved for a new home loan, maybe a macho combo. That's his special. 577-2600 or in the office or studio. Oh my God.
What are you doing?
733-KXNT. 733-5968 if you want to reach us in the studio.
Come on.
$50 Outback Steakhouse we're giving away for the best caller this hour. You're listening to Real Estate Live here on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
All prizes can be picked up at the CBS Radio Jersey Electric and Solar box office, located at 7255 South Teneo Way, Suite 100. Trust a pro and a name you know. Jersey Electric and Solar. License number 52193.
Get into your new home faster with the help of Linear Title Las Vegas. Linear's innovative technology and superior customer service add value to every purchase, short sale, and REO transaction. From clearing title to coordinating closings, they streamline the closing process with their industry-leading cost savings, accuracy, and turnaround times. Learn more about how they can help you quickly get into your new home. Call them at 702-459-1057 to speak to one of their friendly associates or visit their website at lineartitle.com. Linear Title and Closing, helping you make the right move since 2005.
If you're like millions of other Americans, you're wondering if now is the time to purchase a home or refinance the one you already own. You would love to take advantage of the low interest rates, but you know it's important to make a responsible decision, and that's where I can help. Hi, I'm Dustin DeHart with Nova Home Loans and host of Real Estate Live here on KXNT. I have the expertise and all the available loan programs to help you make the right decision. Take advantage of a free mortgage tune-up today if you're thinking about refinancing. Get into that 15-year loan, get rid of that mortgage insurance, or use some of your new equity to pay off debt that you're struggling with before interest rates go up for good. Even if you have less than perfect credit, my free credit services team at Nova Home Loans will assist you on getting your score up where it needs to be and possibly get you into a home today with no down payment. Make sure to tune in to Real Estate Live here on 100.5 KXNT every Saturday from 11 to 2 to keep up to date on everything you need to know about the Las Vegas real estate market. And call me today at 577-2600. That's 577-2600 or go to homeloansforvegas.com.
There are a ton of social networking websites, but one stands apart for a very special reason. This one saves lives. It's MatchingDonors.com. MatchingDonors.com links organ donors with people in need of kidney and other transplants. In the U.S., 19 people die each day waiting for an organ transplant, most of them for kidneys. If you've ever considered becoming a living organ donor, or if you're someone in need of an organ transplant, visit MatchingDonors.com, home of the greatest gift of all, the gift of life, MatchingDonors.com.
You want a piece of me?
You want a piece of me?
You want a piece of me?
They're not movie tough guys, just ordinary people doing something extraordinary. They're all signed up on MatchingDonors.com, willing to donate their kidney to anyone who needs it. In the U.S., 19 people die each day waiting for an organ transplant, most of them for kidneys. MatchingDonors.com improves those odds by finding living altruistic donors for patients desperately needing transplants. Go to MatchingDonors.com and meet some extraordinary people. That's MatchingDonors.com.
It's Jim Villanucci.
Lamine. I'm not going to I've paid for it, and I've been paid for it myself, you know.
Wait, whoa, women have paid you for sex?
Yes. But,
Really? Lamone's a gigolo. I've heard it all. I've heard it all.
Weekdays 3 to 6 on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
Do you own a Mondo condo 4 lanes from the sea?
You're listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
Bikes are hot. Welcome back to Real Estate Live here at News Radio 100.5 KXNT. Dustin Hart here with Nova Home Loans, live in the studio with Dennis Schultz, the voice of reason from Nova Home Loans, and the real estate guy, Aaron Taylor. Hey, Aaron, checking out the new First Lady,
Donald Trump. I'm going to get myself a Make America Great hat. I love it. Hey now.
733 KXNT 733-5968. Let's get some calls going, guys, in the studio. We'd love to hear from you. Always giving away something to you callers. Best call right now is winning $50 to Outback Steakhouse, believe it or not.
Great steak.
Love Outback.
We could have a supermodel for a first lady.
Or you could reach us in the office at 577-2600, 577-2600. We could have a supermodel for the first lady, Aaron. That's a great point.
Melania Trump.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, but who knows? Could happen.
Wife, model, and
He's winning.
businesswoman.
Last time I checked. So speaking of winning, Aaron, what else is happening over on your end of the spectrum that you want to talk about? I know we talked about a good property to fill out of a short sale, 1,300 square feet, great investment property. Is basically can have that thing paid off in 15 years, have the renter pay that off for you. That's what we love to see happen. Dennis, I mean, we haven't gotten a lot of rental purchases recently. People are kind of clamoring a little bit right now on
I'm doing one on a
purchasing
condo.
investment properties.
I'm doing a condo, non-owner or second home.
Condo.
Actually, that's not even my bad.
But there's still good opportunities out there. I mean, listen, is it the old days from 2012 where there's that low-hanging fruit? No, but there's still good opportunities out there, right, Aaron? I mean,
many opportunities.
It's a real market. There's no speculation going on at all, right? Just kidding.
All right, Mark, I need a name on that caller. Oh, never mind. 10-4. Roger that. All right, so we did talk earlier in the show about some guideline changes. I thought were important. I mean, I normally never talk about guideline changes on the show. It seems to be pretty boring, but these are big ones.
Yeah.
Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, they're loosening up their guidelines. They're not counting unreimbursed employee expenses called 2106 expenses that are on tax returns for W-2 buyers. Unless you're commissioned, right, Dennis?
Yes.
Then we do.
Well, if 25% or more of your income
is
commissions.
They're also making it easier, Aaron, for people that want to vacate their primary residence and buy another one, but they don't want to sell the home. What they want to do is put a renter in there, but maybe they don't have 30% equity like they used to have. They used to have. Now they can do that with just a rental agreement. And proof of a security deposit, something like that, and basically use that rental income, that future rental income, to offset their mortgage, so they can go out and buy another house. That's huge.
They can upsize.
Many people in that situation, they own a home, even if they're upside down, just a tad. They don't want to do a short sale because they don't want to have any credit issues. They want to buy another house.
Buy another house.
Now they can rent it.
That option was not available for years.
Count 75% of the rental.
Some other little changes Fannie and Freddie did, not huge deals, so we won't get into those. But the other big change is FHA or HUD. They're tightening up their guidelines. So it's kind of weird.
Tighten up.
The conventional's loosening up and HUD's tightening up, right? Who would have thought that, Aaron? I mean, what is this? Star Wars
guidelines.
I'd rather it be tighter.
So HUD, so for FHA buyers out there, this is something you need to know. Better hurry up and buy if you've got student loans.
And luckily, us being professionals and on top of our game, we're going to take advantage and get you the case number before these changes go into effect, so it doesn't.
If you've found a property,
right?
I mean, this really applies to teachers, right? I mean, a lot of teachers have student loans that are deferred. Or not deferred?
If they're still going to school, they can defer those loans.
No, even after school, you can have them deferred for years.
It's a payment. That's what is it called? It's an income deferral payment. So it's not totally 100% deferred.
I've seen them deferred for years, even after they graduate. It's like, to get, so the point is, even if it's deferred, even after you graduate till 2017, it doesn't matter because we're going to still have to hit you for that payment. So it's going to, a lot of people aren't going to qualify for young professionals, millennials.
Speaking of schools, school is about to start, everybody.
The voice. Yes, that's
my son
your
started
son's
last
getting
week.
ready, right?
That's early. Yeah,
He already started?
Yeah, they started last week, Monday.
Really?
Harvard.
Hmm?
Where's your son going?
No, Bishop Corbin.
Oh, Gorman.
He goes to Corbin.
My son starts the 20th.
Where does he go?
Thursday. Faith.
Yale.
Lutheran.
Faith at the 20th.
Faith. That's
I
what the
got
school's called?
Faith.
Then Palo Centennial and Coronado.
They'll start
all those
the
start.
next week.
I went to
after, right?
Valley High School. Does it get a better name than Valley High
Valley.
School? Dude, huh?
I went to a West Valley.
Órale,
A little bit more
pues.
specific, I guess.
You really centraled that in, or, narrowed that down.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, guys.
That means
Is
buy a
that
house,
big
right?
Poppy over
This
there?
is going nowhere. Do you know that?
No, the
Dennis?
point
Hey, let me
is-
tell you what's
When
on
you
the
buy a
market
house.
right now. How about that? Let me tell you how many homes are on the market. Single family homes
how
in
many?
Clark County,
I have to talk about HUD guidelines again, I'm gonna shoot
8,337
myself.
homes are on the market.
8,000.
337. Now that does include the few in Mount Charleston.
Okay, so let's do the
Milwaukee.
math. If you sold all of those homes at 8%, Dennis, how much money is Ron going
Was
to
that 800 million?
That's right.
I retired with Trump.
The 8% listing. That's
8%
the new
listing.
wave. That's the new
I
wave,
hope
bro.
people really don't think we do 8%. I like the way it sounds though, but we don't do 1%. I will tell you that.
So, what was the number again? How many houses?
8,337
So
single
what's that,
family
about a
homes.
3-month supply? That's-
3 month.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just a little under 3 months supply.
Now
2,000 condos in
That
townhouses.
number actually went up, right? It
Went up
was
just a tad.
7,000,
a tippy top,
right? It was like 7,900 or something last month.
Actually, yeah, it did go up just a little bit, but nothing to get crazy about.
Okay.
Been going
So there's more options out there,
a
basically.
lot more options, a few more.
That's good.
Sales went down a little bit last month, right? About
Well,
2%.
Actually,
Or they go
the
up, I
final
forgot.
numbers they were higher. 3,600 plus homes sold last month.
That's right.
So
How much?
36 and change.
What kind of
36.
So the bottom line is the same old, same old. It's been like this for a good year. No real spikes or
Yeah, if you're renting right now and you're paying $1,000, $1,200, $1,300 a month, then you should buy. You should get into the market. Call Aaron Taylor. He's got a wonderful team over there.
Huge team.
Huge team.
Belbus team.
Hundreds of years of experience, these agents.
Hundreds of years of experience.
Seriously. I mean, Bart alone has like
Belbus.
30. Mark Bowman is older than dirt. He's got like
67,
40.
7,
I mean, there's 70 right there.
Mhm.
So now, great agents we have to take care of the buyers out there. And we know every street, every community, every zip code.
Schools,
We know it.
pizza
we can
places.
get
Call
it
us
done.
577-2600.
Parking garages.
Make that appointment with Aaron Taylor.
577-2600. That's how you reach Ron, the real estate guy and his team. If you're thinking about buying, selling, short selling, whatever it is, or you can reach us at Nova Home Loans at that number, 577-2600. You want to get that free mortgage tune-up. Let's get that mortgage tune-up, guys. Rates are going to go up real soon here. Need to get rid of that mortgage insurance. Want to get into a 15-year loan and pull some cash out.
Yes.
He loves cash. Let's get it done now.
Cash.
Or you can reach us in the studio today. We'd love to hear from
Dinero.
you. Next caller is probably winning Outback Steakhouse, $50 on us, 733 KXNT. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Real Estate Live here in News Radio 100.5.
If you need to sell your house,
Talk to Aaron
the
Taylor.
most experience around.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
You want to sell it fast and get the most cash. Talk to Aaron Taylor.
The real estate guy.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
It takes a whole lot more than a fancy yard sign. If you want to sell your house, call the real estate guy. Talk to Aaron Taylor.
310-MOVE.
Come out to the Silverton's annual One Drunk Puppy wine tasting event tonight, 6 to 9 p.m. Vail Pavilion, Silverton Casino Hotel. Enjoy world-class wines, appetizers, and music, all to support the Animal Foundation of Las Vegas. Get your tickets, 702-263-7777 or silvertoncasino.com.
Today in school, I learned a lot. In chemistry, I learned that no one likes me. In English, I learned that I'm disgusting. And in physics, I learned that I'm a loser.
Today in school, I learned that I'm ugly and useless. And in gym, I learned that I'm pathetic and a joke. In history, I learned that I'm trash.
Today in school, I learned that I have no friends. In English, I learned that I make people sick. And at lunch, I learned that I sit on my own because I smell. In chemistry, I learned that no one likes
In
me.
biology, I learned that I'm fat and stupid. And in math, I learned that I'm trash.
The only thing I didn't learn in school today.
The only thing I didn't learn today.
The only thing I didn't learn
is why no one ever helps.
Kids witness bullying every day. They want to help, but they don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov. A message from the Ad Council.
This is News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
Because you're a genius. That's
You're
why.
listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
All right, welcome back to Real Estate Live, the longest running, best and original real estate show here in Las Vegas. The host today, Dustin DeHart with Nova Home Loans. Happy to be live in the studio with my good friends, Dennis Schultz, the voice of reason we like to call him.
Yeah.
My right-hand man over at Nova Home Loans.
Yeah.
Hey now. And, of course, our co-host, the real estate extraordinaire, the
Pick
real
up the
estate
pieces.
superhero, the real estate guy, Ron, Aaron Taylor. How are you?
Love that song.
You feeling better? You look a little better.
I'm getting my third wind.
Yeah.
Getting it. So,
733-59 or 68733 KXNT. Guys, you make the show. You got us for a few more minutes. We would love to hear from you. Still giving away our great gift, Outback Steakhouse. $50. Outback Pizza. All you got to do is give us a call right now, 733 KXNT, or in the office today. Aaron's giving away CMAs like IHOP's giving away pancakes. CMAs, comparative market analysis. Figure out what your home is worth, guys. That's where it all starts. And we would love to do a mortgage tune-up for you. Aaron did a little rant on the break with us, and he's getting a little pissed off on appraisals coming in low. What's happening, Aaron?
you know what? I'm getting pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
Let me send this text.
Are you frustrated?
Here we go. So this is my,
go ahead.
Go, you got a caller?
Oh, you got a text. So, I mean, yeah.
Caller, bring it. Let's get the caller in
All
here.
right, let's go.
Bring the caller.
Jack, what's happening? Welcome to Real Estate Live.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for taking my call, fella.
You're welcome. Thanks for calling in, man.
Hey,
Hey,
okay,
Jack.
so-
What's that show, Jack? The
Jack Tripper?
No, with the.
Three's Company. God, you guys are as old as me.
No, it's the
Jack
guys
and
that
the-
do the duck callers, Duck Dynasty. Remember the old uncles?
Right.
Hey,
Okay,
Jack.
yeah,
I'm
I'm an old
sorry.
redneck. You're right.
Anyways, go on. Man.
Okay. Couple I think interesting conundrums. When I went to loan modify my house 5-6 years ago, no joy, and Chase wouldn't forgive the
Principal reduction.
yeah, exactly. And then in our short sale, they were fighting me on the forgiving the
Forgiving the debt,
down.
right?
Yeah, but so what happened was I ended up going bankrupt in anticipation of them coming after me through the deficiency.
Yep. Cool.
And it ended up they went ahead and forgave it anyway. So this was all for naught. But what happened was during the last 5 years, I actually built a home, and I owe nothing on it. I owe zero on it. My last bankruptcy payment's next month, so it's going to take 30, 45 days to discharge the bankruptcy. And then I wanted to put a first on the new home I just built.
Okay. So you did a chapter 13 for conventional, which it sounds like you need to be in. It's 24 months from the discharge date on a 13. So you got a little bit of a waiting period. Anything beyond that's going to be some type of portfolio loan. But Jack, you might want to call a credit union. I mean, you sound like a really good, strong buyer. I mean, they lend their own money. I deal with Fannie, Freddie, FHA, VA. They have strict guidelines after a bankruptcy. Not saying Nova Home Loans is the be all of be all. You sound like a guy that, you sit down with a banker at a credit union, shake his hand. I mean, it sounds like you got a lot of equity. I mean, dude, you paid for a house.
How much do you want?
Built it cash. I mean, you probably could get something done.
Yeah, we just built it, out of pocket the last 5 years, and I feel it'll be worth an easy 200, 250, and I just want to pull maybe 50% loan to value on it.
Yeah.
What's the square footage?
Well, it's interesting. What I did was the living area is 1,000 square feet, but I built it on top of a 2,000 square foot garage.
Okay.
What's that? Say that again. I'm sorry, I missed that.
Basically, I built a 2,000 square foot top garage, and then on top of the garage, I built a 1,000 square foot living area.
I bet you your wife just loves that, right?
You got. So let me get this straight.
She
Jack.
just sends you downstairs to your room when you're being bad.
Your garage is 2,000 square feet. And your house is 1,000 square feet.
Yes, but you're right.
You're a man's man, dude. I love that. Wow,
Dude, that's a man that takes
What
charge
the
right
heck do
there.
you have in that garage?
That's a man cave.
How many cars do you own?
Well, right now it's just a couple, but yeah, I usually own. I'm usually working on a lot of.
Are you a mechanic?
No, I'm actually just a lowly paramedic that has a car fetish.
He's a professional man caver.
He sounds like a friend of Jeff Nitz.
Yeah, honey, we're gonna buy this 3,000 square foot home.
Guess what, honey? Good news.
2,000 of it is for my cars. Nice work, Jack.
Winning out kitchen and all the wolf and gagging out kitchen. So that's kind of the consolation.
Okay.
Yeah, you could go 12 months after for chapter 13, the
FHA
discharge
then.
date, FHA, but he's gonna have to pay mortgage insurance on there. That doesn't sound like it makes sense.
Even if you have the equity, huh?
Yeah, so you could be 90% or 10% loan to value. They're gonna still hit you for some MI on the FHA.
Depends
loan.
how
But
bad you need the money.
Yeah, I mean, I think he could go to a.
I don't. You know what it was going to be for, gentlemen? Was just I wanted to do like the landscaping, the block wall.
Ah, man, just wait it out. It will be here before you know it. All right.
Yeah, I mean that's what we basically did. But I was just thinking 5% or 4% would be, cheap money. But whatever.
Yeah. Well, good stuff, man. We appreciate the call. Appreciate you getting some advice from us. We're gonna give away $50 to Outback Steakhouse, so make sure to stay tuned for the next 15 minutes or so. You're probably in the running to win that. Who?
He's not only a paramedic,
Was Emma
he's a great
and
salesman.
The largest man cave.
Oh my gosh! Dude,
You're never
thought I
gonna
was
believe it,
hearing that
honey.
wrong.
I have a great idea. Let's build our living quarters under the man cave, honey. Are you in? She loves that deal. When he's bad, he just goes downstairs and she gets the upstairs.
Probably a hard house to appraise, right, Aaron?
Very hard.
How many comps are you going to have with a 2,000 square foot garage versus 1,000 square foot living quarters?
Nine-car garage
not
and a
too
1,000
many.
square foot house.
And right now, man, even the easy houses that are to appraise aren't coming in, are they?
Appraisers are just pissing me off right now. Can I say that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're just pissing me off. We've had three houses this week that did not appraise. They're killing me. And here's my problem.
Here's the problem. You're overpricing your house.
No, I'm getting people to buy them.
It's those
Good if you're
15% listings.
Look, bro, you're charging 10%.
If I
and you're
list
going to have
if
to
I
jack
list
up
the house
the sales price.
If I list the house for $330 and I have three people that want to buy it because I'm very good at decorating them, making them look pretty, right?
Okay.
I have three offers that want to buy them at $330 and the appraisal comes in at $310. Why can't I get $330 as an appraisal? If three people want to buy them.
Protecting the banks, appraisers are protecting the buyer.
Yeah, I know.
And they're protecting the collateral of the banks to make sure that they're not overpaying for a property. But I get it, dude. At the end of the day, a buyer and a seller come to an agreement. And if it's in the ballpark, that should be the price. You know what we got the other day?
Tell me. Tell me. Let me hear it.
It was a VA appraiser. It was a real you-know-what bag.
Oh, yeah.
He's a great guy.
Real shit bag.
The sales... Whoa!
Oh, whoops, sorry,
that
Lord.
one.
My bad.
That one you can't say
Sorry
that
about
one.
that. I can't say that. All right.
This knucklehead, I think the sales price was $390, big property. Guess what he came in at?
Tell me it was like $350.
I almost wish. $389.
What?
No, let me repeat that. $389. You think the dude could have squeaked out $1,000 more dollars? Like, hey, appraiser, I have a towel rack. Can you give me another $1,000, please? I think it was because the processors were kind of asking him where the report is.
Well, he was late.
He was dragging his feet. He was late. We were emailing him. So just to be a jerk, he came in $1,000 less.
Well,
no big deal.
They have
They
10
lowered
days.
the price, but isn't that ridiculous?
It is ridiculous.
Now listen, when you're 20 grand off, well, something's
not
happened.
right.
Something's not right. I mean, the comps weren't there. I mean, and Aaron, listen, Fannie Mae has this new appraisal evaluation system where even if it came in, it's going to get sent through that and it could kicked back. And even if he got the value, the underwriter's not going to take it. So there's so many issues right now, but I get it. I mean,
but I'm getting the value.
It's very frustrating.
Even that particular house at 310, the highest one that sold was 295. And
Mark's taking a picture of you. It's the first dump he's had.
No,
to
he's
do
doing
it.
a selfie.
Not Mark's not doing a dump, but he had to dump Aaron. So
I'm not taking
because
a
I
dump.
said a bad word. I said a bad word.
One of the George
That's 2 in one
Carlin's
show.
7 words you
What'd
can't
you
say
say,
on
Mark?
KXNT.
That's 2 today.
Two
And they're all
dumpster.
this show.
F-bombs.
Emma said the other bad word. I just said
Villanucci hasn't had a dump in
word.
25 years. We had 2 in one day. It's ridiculous.
Can we say this stuff on the radio?
Yeah, we're fine.
All right.
All right, so we had an appraisal come in. The purchase price was $140. It came in at $131. So I sent over the information to the agents, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe we can negotiate, with the seller. Hey, we didn't appraise.
Do a value dispute.
Well, we need comps.
Right.
Show me where the value is. And so the agent, the selling agent, immediately said, "Well, there's no way this property appraised for $140,000 on an FHA appraisal. I'm still waiting for that appraisal to come by." I said, "Hey, send me the appraisal so I can look at the comps, and then we can do a reconsideration of value." I've yet to see that.
But on a listing side, like myself, I would have told you, I priced it to what's available, not for what's sold. I priced it to the demand, not for
But that's
what's
the
closed.
problem.
That's exactly
That's
what
the problem.
Right.
Well, we're gonna have an appraiser come in
appraisers need
2
to
weeks.
step
who's
their
gonna-
game up,
and
though.
they're going to argue with you. And
Well,
it might get a little heated. We
I'm-
might have to
it
separate
is going to
you,
get
so-
heated. Is he a big guy?
Let's
No,
get
he's-
ready to
no, there's no
rumble.
Dude,
big
I'll
guy
throw
appraisers.
chingazos with him. I'm telling you right now. I got my golf club.
Chingazos?
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Chingazos means like
so
gloves.
so basically we need to have comps. Even I'm sure you're a great
Yeah,
guy.
I want some
and
comps. I
I'll
need to
take
go to
your
the
word.
buffet tonight.
And I understand that you price it at market value, but the lender, they're going to want to see something that supports that appraisal, so we can get the adjusted value. So if we don't have any,
Well, let me ask Aaron this.
Ask me.
Let's reverse the roles.
All right.
Let's say you were going to lend this guy $350,000
of your own money.
of your money. Now, would you not want to make sure that all the houses that were sold in that community were at that sales price, or you had some comps? I mean, if the roles were reversed.
Who's my client? Whoever's my client, I'm fighting for him. So
Right.
if I'm representing the buyer, I'm
See,
telling them, hey, this
if you're
house ain't worth it.
Flip flop.
If I'm ready, you have to represent your client. You got to fight for him.
I got it.
So I fight for him both ways.
Good stuff.
But I
All
do
right.
get frustrated with this.
Speaking of fighting, let's get to a break before we get
Before
cut
we
off the
start,
air here.
yeah.
733 KXNT if you do want to reach us in the studio. Got us for about 10 more minutes. Still giving away $50 to Outback Pizza.
Do it now.
Outback Steakhouse.
Call us.
Or you can reach us in the office today, 577-2600. You can also reach us on YouTube, realestateLive.Vegas.
They're looking at us
We
right
got
now.
2 people
They're looking at us.
staring at us right now. That's weird. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Real Estate Live here on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
If you need to sell your house,
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
you want to sell it fast and get the most cash, talk to Aaron Taylor.
The real estate guy.
The time to do a short sale is now. Aaron Taylor here, the real estate guy. Here are a few urgent reasons why you should short sell your home today. This may be the last year the banks are releasing you of the deficiency balance. Banks are getting tighter and tighter, starting to require sellers to contribute money. Also, it could be the last year to receive relocation money, up to $10,000. This may be the last year we guarantee cash back. And lastly, we provide the best attorneys in the state of Nevada, all at no cost to you. We have completed thousands of short sales with over 21 years of experience. Go to AaronTaylor, and check out our reviews. Call today, 702-310-6683. That's 702-310-MOVE, 702-310-6683. 048 Realty. Call Call for details.
Talk to Aaron Taylor,
the real estate guy.
Get into your new home faster with the help of Linear Title Las Vegas. Linear's innovative technology and superior customer service add value to every purchase, short sale, and REO transaction. From clearing title to coordinating closings, they streamline the closing process with their industry-leading cost savings, accuracy, and turnaround times. Learn more about how they can help you quickly get into your new home. Call them at 702-459-1057 to speak to one of their friendly associates, or visit their website at lineartitle.com. Linear Title and Closing, helping you make the right move since 2005.
If you're a man over 40 and can't stop going to the bathroom during the night, if your urine flow is weak, if you're using the bathroom more than your coworkers, then you have all the signs of an aging prostate. Prostate problems affect the majority of us men as we age, and often we ignore waking up 1, 2, or 3 times a night to go to the bathroom until either you or your wife had enough. I urge you to call for your risk-free bottle of GoFlow Prostate Formula. GoFlow Prostate is non-prescription and contains clinically studied ingredients that help to reduce waking at night to urinate. GoFlow helps to increase urine flow when you go and helps to stop it when you sleep. Best of all, GoFlow Prostate was developed by medical doctor Mitchell Fleischer. Call now, try it risk-free, and you'll even get free shipping and handling. Call 1-800-667-7068. That's 1-800-667-7068. This offer is available for a limited time in response to this ad. Call now, don't wait. Call 1-800-667-7068. That's 1-800-667-7068.
This is Las Vegas's #1 source for news, talk, traffic, and weather together on the 8s. This is News Radio 100.5 KXNT. You're listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
This is an appropriate song.
There must be some kind of way out of here.
Yeah,
10 more minutes. All right, welcome back to Real Estate Live here at News Radio 100.5 KXNT. Oh, little Jimi Hendrix at you, little Poppy. All right.
Big
live in the studio
I feel like
today.
some Outback.
with 7-3. With
Hey, we all can't talk at once.
that's our big pet peeve here. That's Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy. AA Ron also in the house with Dennis Schultz and little Poppy, we like to call him. He's the tech guy of the show, putting us live streaming on YouTube, believe it or not. What's the website again? I already forgot.
It's realestatelive.vegas.
Realestatelive.vegas. How about that? And if you guys want to reach us in the studio, you got us for about 6 more minutes. 733-KXNT, 733-5968. Going to announce the big wiener here in about 4 or 5 minutes for Outback Pizza Steakhouse. Outback Pizza. Listen, guys, been a great show. What have we learned today?
A lot of breaking news.
Learned that Aaron Taylor's got a potty mouth. Aaron, what's your wife's name?
Yeah, Jackie Taylor.
Jackie Taylor.
We are buying you a new car.
We're getting you a new car
in the next 10 days.
I can't believe he's making you drive a Ford Escape.
Don't say that on there.
You're gonna get a Porsche Panamera.
Oh my
next
God,
week.
she's gonna kill
Hopefully
me.
She's listening. You're getting a new car, young lady.
No, she's definitely getting a new car now. She's gonna kill me.
Well, with those 15% listings, I mean.
Yeah.
We hit the goal. We hit the goal. 15%. There it is.
I gotta get her a new car.
Aaron's new what's your new promotion? 8%?
Yeah, 8%.
Everybody's charging 1. We're gonna charge 8.
Well, we just gonna raise the ante. I figured at 8%.
Let
No
me
competition.
let me say something. You get what you pay for in life. Okay. You want your home to sell for top dollar. You hire Aaron Taylor. You want that thing marketed to sights unseen that will drive an appraiser to go
all
mad
corners of the earth
and bring in a low appraisal. You get Aaron Taylor. I mean, it's not his fault, right? I mean,
no, I price it where I think someone's going to buy it, not what I think it's going to appraise. And I get buyers at a higher price. I listed a house yesterday in Providence,
Rhode Island.
Wow, Providence off of 215 in Wallapai, in the Northwest.
Love that neighborhood.
The home should be around 275 or so. I'm listing it at 289. The reason why is because the house is beautiful. Right. And when I walk out of that house and do what we have to do with it, any person walking in it's going to want to buy it. Every single one. And we're going to get them top dollar. We're going to raise the appraised value in that neighborhood from the last home sold at 275 to at least 280 something.
Yeah.
Because of the tricks of the trade.
That's right.
We're going to do it. So we're very good at getting
You're
the
going to create a
highest
new
possible.
market.
Always, every time we sell a beautiful home, it's so important to have it done right.
Deal. How many beautiful homes are on the market? Of those 8,000 listings, what do you think the percentage of beautiful
That's a very good question. I would say probably, I bet you 10%.
10%.
I bet you 10%
I didn't understand
actually
the question. What was the
have their
question?
house on the market.
There's- how many are beautiful?
Correctly. No, that they put their house in the market and they do the right things before they list it. And there are things that you have to do. But what happens is an agent just lists the home because they're excited to do it.
Right.
And they're afraid to tell the seller, hey, clean up the house. Hey, get rid of the dog smell. Hey now, do this.
hey is for horses. All right. What else did we learn today, Aaron?
We learned that the 26012 form, the 2012
2106
That's right.
unreimbursed employee expenses.
That was a big one.
Normally have to reduce your income if you do write off stuff that your employer's not paying you back for that you spend money on, or you just fraudulently make up stuff to bring your taxes.
No. Mark,
That
we don't do
now, as long as you get a little tinker with 25% on commission employees, you don't have to deduct that from your income, which is huge news. And if you're departing your primary residence, you can now add future rental income, even if you don't have 30% equity. However, come mid-September, we got some big FHA changes that could affect your ability to get financing.
Mm-hmm.
If student loan debts, if you have frequent job changes, charge-offs on your credit report
They're
were a
gonna
big one,
scrutinize it.
gift donors, the whole 9 yards. It's going to get tougher and tougher to get FHA deals done. So if you're one of those FHA buyers thinking about getting pre-approved, we want to talk to you today. Speaking of that, I think one of them might have been Emma, who called us from the parking garage.
We love Emma.
I think Emma won Outback. What do you guys
I
say?
agree. Emma!
Woo! Emma's
Emma.
won dinner on us, Outback Steakhouse. There you go.
There it is.
Thank you, Mark. We appreciated her calling in. We're going to get her pre-approved. We're going to get her out there with Aaron
Yep.
and his team.
And a
Find
few
her a cool home.
we have a few visitors coming up in the next couple weeks that are very exciting, right? We have Big Doug from Big's Inspections coming.
Everything's big or little on this show.
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
We like to go big.
Right.
Yeah, big.
Big Doug's coming down the pipe next week. He's going to talk about home inspections, why you need them, why they're important, what to look out for. So
They can
that's
make
gonna
or
be good
break a
stuff.
deal,
It's the
by the way.
ultimate
We're
real
gonna have
estate
a-
series.
We're going to have an appraiser on the following week.
on
And
the 29th.
right, we're going to have Donald Trump.
I think
on in
Donald's
3
coming.
weeks.
Isn't he coming
Donald
the first
Trump.
week of
No,
September?
no. Oh, he's not coming on.
Oh, he's not.
Get the shake off there.
No, he's not.
Donald Trump.
That's too bad.
We're not political at all.
No.
So,
Opposite.
what else, guys?
Oh, the solar panels.
Solar panels.
Solar panels.
Adds
Hey,
value
Big
to the house.
Poppy.
Solar panels
Doesn't-
are fantastic,
Well-
but not in Nevada.
It won't
Thank you,
count
Mr. Warren
against your-
Buffett.
You want it in Rhode Island, they work, but not in Nevada because Berkshire Hathaway owns Nevada Power. That's what I got from the.
So it's not a public utilities anymore.
I'm
It's
just kidding. You know what we should do
Berkshire
is we should
Utilities.
probably get a solar panel guy on the show to clean up our mess.
Yeah, we're charging him though if he comes on.
Yeah.
He's buying us lunch or
Yeah,
something, right?
And if you can't afford it, we'll just do a lease with him.
I see that Emma's calling us. Emma, we're going to reach out to you
How do you know Emma's calling?
because I can recognize her phone number.
Oh,
on
she's
the
probably
board.
so excited.
You do not mess around.
Emma's
Like
excited.
A ninja on this. Emma, we will reach out to you after the show and tell you how to pick up your gift certificate. So,
Speaking of that, guys,
congratulations.
that's why we do this show every Saturday from 11 to 2. Believe it or not, it's a 3-hour show. I don't know who thought of that. Was that you, Dennis? You're the voice of reason. I don't know
3-hour
what the
tour.
heck we're thinking.
Did we
here.
get the third hour free or something?
We'll be back next Saturday from 11 to 2. So make sure you tune in. But if you do want to reach us in the office now, we have people standing by right now waiting to take your calls and book those appointments for mortgage tune-ups, for comparative market analysis, CMAs to figure out what your home is worth, to finally get you pre-approved and not renting like Emma and go out there and buy a new home with Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy, and his team. Guys, it's time to get it done now.
Amen.
FHA
Buy a
financing is
home.
getting tougher and tougher to do. Interest rates are starting to go up. The market is starting to slow down just a little bit. Now's the time. Get out there and buy a house. Get out there and refinance the house you have now. Get out there and short sell the house that is upside down. Let's get it done, guys. 577-2600, 577-2600. We will be back next week. Thanks again, guys, for listening to Real Estate Live here on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
Boom.
Yeah.
Deal.
Love.
If you need to sell your house,
talk to Aaron Taylor.
The most experience around.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
You want to sell it fast and get the most cash. Talk to Aaron Taylor,
the real estate guy.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
It takes a whole lot more than a fancy yard sign. If you want to sell your house, call the real estate guy. Talk to Aaron Taylor.
310-MOVE.
Hey, honey, take your blood pressure medication.
Thanks, dear.
Daddy, are you going to the hospital again?
No, son.